102.7 WNEW, New York. Opie and Anthony. 102.7 WNEW.
Hey, Ann, your mom did say I was hot. Oh, come on, Mom. Don't bang Opie. You my mom, I'll yours.
Opie and Anthony.
A couple of real mother.
102.7 WNEW. NEW.
Anthony.
Yes.
We got a lot of options for Mother's Day, which is this Sunday, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
All of these ideas, very simple, very easy, and will only take a few minutes to do. And then you don't have to worry about what to get your mom or grandma this year.
And Mom's going to be so happy that you thought of her on her special day.
One of these is proflowers.com. Perfect for Mother's Day. Just seconds away. Go to your computer now and send the freshest flowers from proflowers.com. Remember, you got to order by noon this Friday, May 11th, for guaranteed delivery. Proflowers.com has an extensive assortment of beautiful flowers for every mom on your list, starting at $29.95. They're cut directly from the growers' fields, shipped the next day. So they're fresh, guaranteed to last 7 days. She'll thank you for sending her a stunning bouquet of the freshest flowers possible. We've gotten Pro Flowers here, and we love them. And Mom's going to love these flowers. Here's what you got to do. Go to proflowers.com. Before you do anything, click on the microphone. It's right in the upper right-hand corner of the proflowers.com homepage. Then you type in the word fresh, and you receive a special offer available only for our listeners.
But not good for Mother's Day if you go to a little school on the Upper East Side or Upper West Side that will celebrate Mother's Day.
They called off Mother's Day.
Because of alternative parenting.
How? See, but that's a good thing about proflowers.com. If you have two mommies at home, if you're in one of these new type of families that are going on now, two mommies at home, you could send both of them flowers from proflowers.com. Or if you have two daddies.
You don't have two daddies. Here's the thing. If you take seeds on the face or in the balloon knot, you're a mommy.
Oh, Jesus, line of the day.
Yeah.
Proflowers.com. Just think how two daddies would like that. They could enjoy the flowers and the vase.
Yeah.
Proflowers.com for the freshest flowers. Call 1-888-FRESHEST. Don't forget when you log on to proflowers.com, type fresh in to get the special offer. Proflowers.com. We're hanging with Adam Farrar, Jim Norton, Brother Joe. Brother Joe's got a gig tonight, right?
Yes, I do, Opie. Thank you very much. I do. Bar 9. That's Bar 9. 9th between 53rd and 54th.
What's that? Your new, the new home of Joe Buck?
It is actually, for at least for the next couple of months.
Yeah?
Yeah, every Tuesday night I'll be there.
Jesus, man. Last time I went, I don't know what it is. I don't do shots, but no one would ever believe that from the past 3 times I've gone out. And it's the Jägermeister.
You were rocked last
I
time.
know. Oh, Saturday at the board party? I forgot. Someone actually had to remind me. And you and your brother and Lynch and everything were doing Wholehearted extreme tunes on stage. And then I remembered somebody blurted out as a goof, do some extreme, and starts laughing.
Right.
Joe, they don't know this. Joe plays anything.
Yeah.
And just from driving around, I can usually remember words to just about everything, at least pieces of it. So we started doing it, and it was like, oh, my God, they're doing extreme tunes.
We got a good chunk of it, too.
It doesn't matter what someone can yell out. We'll know some of it.
Sing some Paper Lace.
You know what Lynch was talking about? He was talking about Can't You See, that old Marshall Tucker tune.
Oh, yes. That one would have
that was
blasted right out, too. We were, oh, my God.
I heard the party was great.
It rocked. Lynch and Dina Cole again. I hear it.
I'm gay! I am gay! You hear that, everyone? I'm gay!
Never fears, it is here. Don't just stare at it, eat it.
Yeah.
That's a winner.
But it's like, it doesn't matter what the tune is. Then you gotta get goofed on when you do it.
Howdy. Faggot. Hey. I'm Big Dick Black.
You're a girl.
Will somebody put this retard out of his misery?
Yeah, oh, rocking with extreme. Enough of that. Howdy, faggot.
Nice.
It doesn't matter.
I won't be doing any of that this evening.
Very good.
Thank you.
Hey, I want to back up a little bit because Norton was talking about how they're canceling Mother's Day.
Yeah.
At that school, where? On the Upper West Side? East Side? Where are we?
Some private school. They didn't mention the name, but, to be all-inclusive.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody feels okay.
Yeah, so it's not just Mother's Day. They were afraid of the whole Mother's Day thing, not including everybody.
Or Father's Day, they won't.
Yes, no more Father's Day either.
Because they don't want the kids to feel different. Like you don't feel different when you go home and you see two mommies rolling around on the floor. Carpet munchers.
That's the reason they're doing it, because of these families that have two moms or two dads instead of the mom and the dad thing.
Yeah,
both mommies are guys, there's a problem.
Yeah, exactly. Irritating.
When you double up on Father's Day, you still got two. You still got two holidays.
That's the one you don't say that much, is the two daddies. It's just sure you see the after-school specials about it, but that whole situation just kind of freaks me out a little bit.
There's always one daddy that likes to tuck in a little more than the other one does.
That's the one that's just the two mommies thing, kind of hot.
Yeah.
Unless when you start really thinking of the reality of it, and it's Rosie O'Donnell and her lover and the little kids, when you think of hot lipstick lesbians, sure, that's fine.
Yeah, two daddies, that hasn't happened really yet in Hollywood or anything.
Well, they don't usually give up, because obviously they're not going to have them themselves.
Yeah.
And, the lesbian couples can get somebody from Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young to knock them up and have a kid that way. So, you don't usually see the two daddies. It's funny, though, when you get the two lesbian couples.
It's real easy to get sperm. Any guy's willing to give that up.
Guys are just willing to donate.
Yeah.
Not really a commodity. But then you ever hear the cases where they got the lesbian couple? This used to happen a lot years back. And they have a kid or adopt a kid, and the kid's taken away because there's a lesbian couple. And they usually give it to one of the mothers of the lesbians.
When they split?
Yeah, or not only when they split, like if someone deems, oh my God, this is a horrible environment for a child to live in, and they give it to the mother. You just gave the kid to someone who raised a lesbian. Where's the sense in that?
This guy swears he has two dads. I'm not buying it, but Todd.
No, it's Pat.
Pat?
Yeah. Oh, hey, what's going on, guys?
You have two dads.
Yeah, my dad and my mom split up when I was like 5.
Okay.
And I found out he was gay when I was like 12, dude.
You have two dads?
Yeah, I swear to God, man.
So you found out he was gay?
Yep, when I was in like 5th grade.
What, did he have a little talk with you?
Yeah.
So
I was like, Dad, what's up with not having any girlfriends? And he was like, well, I have some of the bird sex. Yeah, I swear to God, it's crazy.
So wait, you went to live with, they split up when you were 12, you went to live with your father and his boyfriend?
I live with him right now in Hoboken. Homoboken, as I refer to it.
Well,
I swear to God, bro.
How did you know? Did you see him like at the father's son picnic?
Mommy has a penis. How did you know?
Was he playing the potato sack race with another guy's bag?
No, they just like split up, and then like one day I just got curious, and I was like, yo, Dad, what's up?
All right, how old are you?
21.
And okay, you were living with him since you were 12.
No, I just started living with him. I lived with my mom for a while, but I live with him now.
I'd really like it if you'd call Steve Mom.
And he's around in the house with another guy, and they're...
Yeah, they've been together for like 9 years.
I gotta ask, how skeeved out do you get when they're like cuddling on the couch and stuff?
They're not really like that bad like that.
What do they do in front of you?
No, I've actually only seen them kiss once, and I was like, ugh. Like, I mean, I'm cool with it, dude, but, like, that's my dad, man. It's kind of weird. But, no, they're totally cool.
Like, was it a peck, or was it a real, like, kiss?
Once in a while it's a little wacky, but, you know, it's all right.
Thank
dude,
you
I get
for the
nice clothes,
A-love
man.
last night, yes.
Forget about it, dude. You have a fat dad. You get hooked up on clothes. Dude, I'm rocking these $200 sunglasses
If
right
someone
now.
isn't making, taking bananas and making banana juice out of it, look at you.
Good for you.
I bet you're never naked in your own home.
No.
Yeah, is your dad's boyfriend eyeing you?
No, it's not like that.
You come home and
you know what another good thing is? Did you bring a girl over the house and you have a fag dad? Dude, I swear to God, my dad has got me laid like 20 times. He's like, oh, you're so fabulous. Like, they're like, oh my God, your dad's gay, you're so cool. I'm like, hell yeah.
It's a cool thing to have a gay dad to get laid?
To women.
I guess so. It works with the chicks.
Just put out a special call here. Look, I love you, Mom, but Dad, if you wouldn't mind.
Put in the effort.
I could use help.
Wow, that's some story.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool, though.
Is your dad the woman in the relationship?
No.
Who's Tom?
No, he's definitely not. Although he's getting to be a little bitchy lately, man. I don't know.
Yeah?
Menopause.
Dude, I gotta ask you this. It would be horrific enough to, you know, especially if you're growing up and you're living with your parents, your mom and your dad, and you have to listen to them having sex and hearing your mom moan and stuff. Do you ever hear your father and his boyfriend having sex?
You know what? Just since I've been living there, like, we just moved out of a place, so my room's a little closer, and I think I heard something going on once. So I kind of got up and, like, stamped around my room and threw on some, like, Pantera and cranked it up. Just so, you know what I mean? Like,
oh, you just got to think the noises you're hearing right now. There's your pops just he's getting stinky junk.
Dude, he's great, though, man. I'm telling you. I'm just like, hey, what's up, Butt Sniper? Like, how you doing?
Butt Sniper? You call your dad Butt Sniper?
No. Yeah, dude. You know, Vaseline cowboy, whatever.
Can I have the car, Dad? No. Faggot. Just immediately,
dude, it's the best. We argue over clothes sometimes, man. I'll be like, oh, my bad.
That's all right.
I see you look like S in that shirt, Dad. Give it to me,
Got ourselves a pretty little thing.
It's interesting, dude. It's cool.
Your balls are showing.
I can't believe I finally got through to you guys, dude. That's insane.
Oh, that'll do it.
I knew if you had a fag dad, dude. You know, he listened to that show where Mark ate the peach.
Gay Marco, yeah.
Yeah, I made him listen to it. Dude, he was dying. He almost pissed his pants.
Yeah, but let me tell you something. If your dad was married for a while and had you, I mean, he must have done that before, eating a peach.
No, I mean, you know, he checks out chicks once in a while, dude.
What did your mom say? Was your mom onto this?
Dude, it's funny, like, they're like best friends now.
Yeah.
But when my mom told my grandfather, he was like, oh, you did it to him.
Oh,
my mom's like the biggest fag hag. It's so funny. She's had like 3 other gay boyfriends.
Yeah, see? Your father's father, that is, the grandfather?
No, my mother's father.
Oh.
Yeah.
What is
like, my family's crazy, dude. Like they all, like, we have like one big party for family time. Like, it's nuts, dude. It's so wacky.
This guy's actually living Dog Day Afternoon. You know how great that is?
Yeah. Oh, man.
I'm dying, Leon. That's great.
Nice. Here's the boyfriend on the phone.
No one's going to believe me that I got on the radio talk to O&A.
There you go, Todd. That's, wow. I didn't think we were going to find anyone with 2 dads. Oh, Pat, dads.
Yeah.
Name's still wrong on the thing, yeah. 2 dads, there you have it. I didn't think we were going to talk to anyone today.
Actually, my mom's husband and my dad's husband both have the same name.
Huh.
Neil?
Bob.
I had to do it.
The old Neil Bob joke.
To do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, man.
All right, man.
Thanks.
See you, Pat.
Peace.
Daddy's a faggot.
He seems pretty cool, though. He seems normal, Pat.
Seems cool with it.
Adjusted. Yeah.
I don't know how he treats the hookers that he strangles. Thinking of his gay dad.
If it's getting you laid, if your dad's a team player, you can't knock it.
How about that? You take a chick home, you introduce her to your gay dad. Your gay dad's just like talking clothes and fashion, and you're like totally cool with your gay dad. That does have to get some points with the chicks.
Yep. So what if you're beating in the locker room every day in school?
Timmy! Hey, what's going on, guys?
Timmy! Live it live.
What's going on, guys? I called to tell you, I was adopted by 2 lesbians, which are I actually call them my mothers.
Your mother? How long ago was this?
This was years ago. I'm 28 years old now. They're in the late 50s.
No, but how old were you when they adopted you?
Oh, I was adopted about 4 years old, 5 years old.
Yeah. Wow.
You have any memory before you were adopted?
No, not really.
Now that's hot. 2 mommies. Come on.
Yeah, they're pretty darn good, actually.
Did you get to suckle off both of them?
No, it wasn't like that. I wish it was, though.
Is one of your mommies hotter, do you think? Do you think that way? If you're adopted at 4, those are the only moms you know.
Yeah, not really. That's like, growing up, that was the only family I knew,
Was there one mom that you preferred taking to the parent-teacher conferences?
Actually, it was funny because when I would bring them both, I'd bring them both to school, and they'd be like, Lincoln Paula. And it's hard to explain to them, that I have 2 mothers, and all the kids in school would break my chops and everything.
Yeah, because you're talking about like late 70s, early 80s when you were doing the schooling thing. I mean, they weren't as open-minded back then.
Yeah, it was back in the 80s. I mean, it was weird. I used to get tormented by kids and everything. But, I grew up in life,
How was it growing up with 2 periods to deal with?
Oh, man. It was even funnier. You want to hear something funnier?
Yeah.
When I started, to drive and everything, I turned 17, I got my license. Then it was the little stints, like, can you go to the store and pick up pads or...
Oh, my God.
I mean, it drives me out of my freaking mind over here.
That the bathroom garbage pail?
Yep.
When they're both having it, it's got to look like the floor of an ER after a gunshot has been brought in.
So, put it this way, the day I turned 18, I was out of there.
Jesus, man.
That's great. His bathroom looked like MASH.
Tell me about it.
Would they do some kissing and hugging and stuff in front of you?
No, actually, I never saw that. One time I was looking in the drawer. I was about, I don't know, maybe 10 or 12 years old. I was looking in the drawer for...
Tell me they had a double dong.
You thought it was a flash.
Yeah, exactly. It was a double dong.
A double dong?
Yeah, it was a double dong. I couldn't believe it. It was green.
Did you ever hear them going at it?
No, I never heard them going at it.
No.
Like,
now, let me ask you this. When you watch porn, do the lesbians turn you on?
Or you
yeah,
just think mommy?
I like lesbians. There's nothing wrong with them.
All right.
Are they uptight about being gay, or do you think they'll be going to Rascals on Thursday to see me, Rich Boss, and Otto and George?
Or if they're more reserved, they can go to Government Thursday through Sunday.
They love it. They're musically oriented. They can come down to Bar 9 tonight to see me. Brother Joe.
Play music of Lilith Fair.
Clear that rug. It's ironic we're talking about 2 lesbians. We're doing plugs.
Look, quite a strange life, but we got to eat and pay the rent.
So do they.
It was crazy. I mean, like...
That's what they said to each other at that time of month. All right, Timmy, we got to let you go. Thank you. There goes Timmy with 2 moms. We got to take a quick break, Aunt. That disgusts me, Tony. I don't like the women, Tony. I like the story about the 2 dads. I got the ass cancer from 2 dads. What do we learn next? Oh, yeah. There's plenty already coming up. One guy wrote, I learned to put on Pantera when my daddy is effing my other daddy. John from Queens, I learned that you shouldn't look in your mother's dresser, especially if you have 2 moms. I learned that if the sushi girl drops the dishes, it's off to Yankee Cranky, but don't worry, there's a happy ending. Let's go to Carolyn. Carolyn.
Besides what I just learned while I was on hold, I learned that O&A plus physics equals headache.
Yeah, we can all agree with that today.
And I also learned that I had forgotten how annoying and stupid spaz was.
Yeah, those things all day. Oh, my head's spinning. Never forget.
Yeah, that's like riding a bike.
Never forget. All right, let's go to Evelyn. Evelyn.
Hi.
Hi, Evelyn.
I learned that if you take seed in the face or in the balloon knot, you're a mummy.
I did learn that today. That could be line of... Yeah, I would give it line of the year. And you just saying that, another sparkle in Norton's eye.
I love women that like that humor.
All right. We all love Norton.
You want to go on a date?
No, that's okay.
Or Brody from New York. Today I learned that Norton, once again, is the master of similes. Yeah.
Thank you. What is a simile?
It's like a metaphor, but different.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, that. Exactly.
Dr. Smith from Hoboken. I learned that if Ant gets fired, him and his brother will tour the country doing Nelson songs. Nelson. Bitter from Bay Ridge. I learned that from here on in, Stephanie McMahon will get a handshake only. Yes. I want to kiss her now. Let's go to Kevin. Kevin!
Yeah, how you doing?
All right.
If your dad is gay, you'll get laid. Pro Flowers will take anybody for a customer, even a runt eater. And I heard we're going to do away with all the holidays because it's going to hurt too many people's feelings.
There you go. You learned a lot. Thanks, Kevin. Let's go to John. John, what's up?
Yeah, I learned way back that whackbag.com was going to be the hottest site going. But I got a question for you guys. How come that chick Glory Hole wasn't in the bikini contest?
Because they were all professionals. We wanted, keep the contest for regular listeners.
All right, because that was pretty sweet. I got to yank out my junk a couple times for that.
Yeah, no, we took Glorianne out of the contest. We took the porn star out of the contest, and Kimmy from Survivor. You can still see their picture.
Oh, yeah. Well, I went there today, and that's why I was spending plenty of time with them. So
time with them.
Yeah, thanks.
Make sure you vote for your favorite girl.
Will do, thanks.
Who have you been voting for, John?
There were two. Well, obviously Madison, but she's gone.
Yeah.
And I forget who I actually voted for today. It was one of the. She looked kind of Puerto Rican though.
Oh, Emelisa.
Yeah, that's her. Yeah, with the tongue going. Yeah, that was sweet.
All right, thanks, John.
Yep.
Today, make sure you vote every day. Go. Ernio says, today I learned that, boy, you had to be listening for this one. I learned that You Guys Suck will be replaced with How's Your Dresser? Okay. He was paying attention very closely. Bobby!
I learned two things today, guys.
Yeah.
I learned that trailer park girls are easy.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
And that Russ Salisbury is a pussy.
Yes, definitely.
Right, take it easy, guys.
Okay.
Okay, terrific.
1027. Our buddy, our pal, has entered the studio. Breuer!
I like the dirty little birdies we got going on here. Lot of ass. Lot of ass. I'll tell you what, I've had swamp ass for the last 4 hours.
Have you? Why?
Because it's 98.
Yeah, you get cranky ass.
No, you get swamp
ass. I understand.
Swamp pimples.
Oh.
Ow!
You got to watch out. You don't build up a fragrance back there, you know?
This weather will make you violent.
Shut up. Know what's going to happen? Know what's going to happen when you take your underwear off later?
What is going to happen?
It's going to look like a shoe shine rack.
Take it off. Let's see what you got. So, yeah, we got some fine-looking...
Those are all moms out there, Jim.
Are they really?
This is a mom contest.
1 second.
Yeah, take a gander. Yeah, it's the moms that like to have contests. That's a mom. Can you believe it? Of like 13 and 14-year-old kids. And those are... Adam Ferrara in the studio now.
How are you? What's going on?
Adam Ferrara, what's up, bro?
Whose mother is that?
You see that?
See my mom, I'm going to get her naked.
Brewer brought his mom. You know something? Brewer comes in, and I look and go, Brewer brought his mom with him. His mom is right outside, and there's things going on out there that... I don't know. I know my own mother turns this show on.
That's not maternal instincts going on out there.
No. You see those boobs? Those are real.
That's in your Paula Poundstone's family of mothering. Rosie O'Donnell mother.
So, unbelievable.
Rosie down here.
Huh? Oh, yeah, that's what we want to see.
Rosie O'Donnell, try to get Rosie down here.
Want to see a flatso. Please. Yeah. So we're going to have those pictures up on WNEW.com. What were you thinking? Is your mom cool with stuff like this?
Oh, my mom's crazy.
Yeah?
She's out of her mind.
Because I'm looking,
Yeah, and my sister's...
That's your sister right there, right?
Yeah.
Right on. There you go.
That was an accident. She's like in her 50s. I was
Oh, you weren't supposed to be born?
Yeah, that was...
Your name was supposed to be
my mom's
Brewer.
like 40, 41.
Hey, Brewer, keep your sister away from Adam. It doesn't seem to stop him.
When did this happen?
He'll date your sister at the drop of a hat.
What happened?
You should have a vein running up your face. You're that big a dick.
It was many years ago, Brewer. We were hanging out, like, we grew up together.
Yeah.
And
his sister liked me, and we went out.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah, well, what? No, okay. Anthony promised me his sister so I wouldn't invade his land. What do you think it was?
Some kind of arranged thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. You didn't have to accept. Could have just said.
I asked permission. I went to the Joe Buck Anthony Council. And
Don.
Look, my intentions are pure. I mean you no disrespect.
Were you like the king of the block?
No. It was just, it was a group we hung out with and stuff. And then, you could say things like, hey, look, I'm really good friends with your brothers and stuff, and I don't think it would be appropriate. But Adam didn't have that in his vocabulary.
I asked you first, and I got a dowry of 2 sheep.
You dropped suddenly like, hey, your sister's
hot.
Don't even think about it.
Yeah, that's what happened.
She liked me.
All right. Well, ooh.
See, I thought you were talking about 50-year-old.
Hey, with his brothers. What am I going to do there? Yeah, you can't even get him with a payback.
I'm sorry. I got a couple of cousins you can look at.
Louise is hot.
Oh, God bless you. You go out with my mother, first thing you do is going to get a thank you note from my father. I swear to God, I asked him the other day, I said, Pop, how's married life? He goes, it's killing me, but I'm not giving up. She ain't going to win. I'm telling you right now.
My dad always said, he said, Dad, how's marriage life? He goes, put it this way. My day exists with a pork chop and a good crap.
My father's a diabetic. I go, how you doing? How am I doing? Every morning I on a stick. How do you think my life is? Ooh, I hope it's purple.
It's, it's the little things in life.
I got a crap.
The little things in life that make you happy at that age.
My father doesn't even answer the phone anymore.
No?
Pop, don't you hear the phone ringing? It's never good news. Leave it alone. It'll stop.
I gotta love Big Joe. Hey, Breuer, does your mom smoke pot or what?
No, she never did.
No?
Did your mom?
No.
Did you ever smoke pot or no? Give a thumbs up or thumbs down. No? You're a dirty liar. I will say this. Look at her right now. You see my mom?
Well, we can put her on the air for a sec. No?
75. Yeah, sure, Mom. Come here for a second.
We'll be nice.
It doesn't matter. She'll come right back at you.
Oh, really? Breuer's mom.
Mom, come here.
Breuer's mom. How are you?
Do you remember when you got hammered when you were in the city? She came... Yeah, look at my mom.
So did my daughter.
No. You got wrecked. First of all, 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
No, 2 in the morning.
2.
How you arguing with?
Ma, it was 5 in the morning. 2. This is what I hear, like, when you were trying to sneak in as a kid?
Right, yeah.
Just pray not to, this is what I hear, and this is, okay, I hear the door open, I hear this.
I did not.
Jesus Christ! I'm on the floor! I can't get my pants off. I get so drunk.
She fell out of a cab into a puddle. You think I'm lying? Did you not do that in the village?
We fell off the curb into this.
Oh, much better. What's your poison, Mrs. Breuer? Oh, what do you like? Martinis?
I started today.
What do you like, the Absolute or... No? What kind?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I was like straight up, extra dry, just a little vermouth, not too much, and some chinky food.
Uh-oh. Who's she calling into the studio?
My daughter that was with me when we fell in the gutter.
Did you both fall in the gutter?
We did.
Your sister fell in the gutter?
Yeah, her sister fell in the gutter.
My sister gets just as hammered.
Really?
She hasn't done it in a long time.
And her husband had to pick us up and put us in the cab.
Oh, my God. She's like
78.
Arthur.
75, sorry.
74.
You're 74?
Yeah.
You're quite a firecracker at 74. I got to tell you that. Wow.
Show us the boobs.
Jim, stop it now.
Well, I met your mom. We should put your mom.
Oh, I know. All they do is a party right there. My mom,
hair ass up.
My mom, I take her to see Jim Breuer at the Vanderbilt a couple of months back. She is so hammered. She just, hey, Jim, I love you. I love you. You are the greatest thing. And she's hanging on him like, Mom, either take him in the back room or stop right now because...
I would do you, but you know what? I don't know if I want to do you.
I would do you. Oh, that's great. You'll offer Breuer your mother, but I can't date your sister. Hey, you did. Yeah, my mother just out of control. But these two together would probably be quite the item. Falling out of cabs all over the city.
No, just one point.
Just one?
Yes.
And
we managed to get home.
Yeah, that's all that counts.
She couldn't get her pants off. She couldn't get her pants off. I had to come in there and take my mother's pants off.
Oh, my God.
Well, I took your pants off for 34 years.
Jim, she didn't come home after being out. Jim, after being out with friends, she didn't come home with dick written on her forehead like you.
No, unfortunately.
What's on your face?
Dick all over your face. Show up. I'm getting wrecked or like around the corner.
Yeah.
Your friend would come pick you up like, yo, man, we'll take a drive around the corner. Yeah, you got it. This effort would show up when you are peaking. When you're like, whoa, 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 whoa. Life sucks. Get out of the goddamn car now! Get out! And who are these whores you with? No, me did that?
Yes, I remember.
There were girls with you? She hunted me down at a pizza place.
These chicks That's a whore. Get them out of here, all of them, right now. Don't look at me like that, Mitzi. You're a whore.
Oh, my God. She's a whore, Norman.
My best friend was Joe, and she's like,
And Joe, I'm very disappointed in you humping that girl against the wall at J.M. Pizza.
think I'm lying?
No, I did do that.
This is like a therapy session, isn't it?
They
What a
didn't get in the
coincidence.
car, and he said,
Yeah.
"You're embarrassing me." I said, "You haven't seen anything yet."
This is out extreme. You know, Queen.
Yeah,
The
very
brothers-
embarrassing.
The brothers are watching, just having a field day. Oh, yo, that nigga be raping out by his mother. Mom be right. That nigga be taken down by his mom, Joe. Mom be taking that nigga down.
Look, she's falling in the gutter. She's falling. Oh, snap!
He called that bitch a whore.
Were they whores, Jim?
Yeah, they were.
Mom, how did you know they were whores?
You can tell.
You could just tell. They had that look. They had the look? Yeah.
Right, they had that look.
Reputation.
Mm-hmm. And you were disappointed in his friend. See, my mother was never disappointed in Anthony. I expected from him.
I was a great thing for Adam to have around because it made him look so good in the eyes of his parents. I'd be around, him.
And the other one with
Why
the
can't you be like
tattoo.
Adam? Be like Adam. Adam, I know you're good friends with Joseph, but please don't take his example with the tattoos.
Right.
Okay? They look good. It's fine for him, but
now.
not you.
You're
with
not
the tattoos. That's
Put an earring in your ear.
Oh, did he get the
You have
earring?
an earring, bro?
What's wrong? Mom, what's wrong with the earring?
I didn't care.
Oh, you didn't care? Cool. If my son wants to be a faggot, that's
Well,
his
that's my
business.
dad did.
My dad was not happy when I got.
Yeah. But he doesn't yell. He just gives you that look like, Jesus Christ. Why didn't you go stick a donkey down your throat and just end the day? Put on a skirt and put the donkey in the on your chin and let's go round and round. I pack it in. I fought in World War II for this.
Just for an earring.
Did you get a tattoo? You have a tattoo, bro?
No.
Oh,
I was too scared for that.
I told my father, I said, I think I want to get a tattoo. My father said, you better tattoo a new address on your arm because you ain't living here.
They all got that smart-ass remark,
we always like that.
Hey, we were going to ask your mom if she, did you used to smoke the wacky tobacco? Never did that, right?
I'm very virtuous.
Yeah. and you raised a Jim Breuer.
And I raised 5 bad children.
You were the leader.
You're probably very proud, though, right?
Yeah, I am.
Hey, did you really have a dog named Duffy?
Yes, we did.
Little Duffy.
Little Duffy. Used to hang out underneath
Casey,
the
and
table.
Mookie?
Mookie, I'm not going to tell you what I call Mookie.
Mookie Wilson?
Yeah, Mookie.
Right on. I'm not going to tell you. Gee, let me think. Was he black?
Yeah.
Okay. That's all we needed to know.
No, he was a right fielder.
Duffy! And you had to clean the crap off of the back of Duffy in the later years?
I didn't do that.
No, Jim had to do that. Yeah, Jim.
Before you go out, wipe the crap off Duffy's tail. And no goddamn drinking tonight. I'm not. I'm not.
You would have to say that. Preface it before you went out. No, I'm not drinking. Was he a big drinker there, Mom? Jim?
I think so.
Yeah? Out with his friends.
I never came home drunk. Well, you know what was cool? It was like she would be passed out because you would have 2-3 martinis at 10 p.m. I could be humping someone right on the couch. My mother would be right next to me.
But I woke up.
6-pack in. My dog wiping his ass. She wouldn't wake up for hours. But what would happen is in the morning, my dad was a sanitation worker, so he would get up about 4:35, Dad, and he'd always get up, and this is where I'd get, hey, jackass, get up. I just fell asleep a half hour ago. Still says nice head dink all over my face. And he goes, hey, last night we all effed up. I go, no. He goes, your ass, the car's in the bushes. Don't move Before your mother wakes up, you jackass.
That was the dead giveaway, man. Because there have been days you come outside and you go, I did not park my car like that. You know, and you kind of remember trying to parallel park or something or pull in the driveway, and you were really paying attention. Oh, I got to get a little closer to the curb. I'm good like this. Why? You come out, you're in the middle of the road, or your car's backed into the curb.
I like you're like 2 feet off.
2 feet away from the curb on an angle. It's like, well, you couldn't even straighten it out.
Those days you come out and that's not my car.
Not only is it parked all that stuff, that isn't even my car.
In the middle of the night, you hear, what the hell? What's this dick? Nice pork job, dick. You come out, I didn't put, someone moved it, man.
You got it easy. My father used to go to bed when I would be home at 11 o'clock. Yeah. I said, Pop, I'll be home. He goes, you're going to be home at 11 o'clock. I am setting my alarm. I'm going to bed. I'm setting my alarm for 10:59. You better turn it off before I do.
Oh. That's a good idea.
Oh, look at that. A little late. That is a good one.
Yeah. Well, we used to, the first time drinking, she was up. You know, like those nights you just go out and it just happens?
Yeah.
You're just like, oh my God, it's 4:30. What happened, man? Where's my pants and my money? Who's the dirty Mexican chick?
She's a whore.
So, yeah, I came home, and the first night I really went drinking, I came home, it was like 3 in the morning. And she was waiting at the door. You know, this is a friend's field day. His mom's off. What a faggot. What a faggot. What a faggot. And the whole time she's yelling, Jesus Christ, this is when I raised the beans. My dad was clearly like, he don't know where he's at. Look at him morning for breakfast. He's all that stuff. Give me one of your White Castles, ass.
It's kind of traumatic for a mom the first time you come home all left up.
Well, he was the youngest, and I went through that before with quite a few of them.
As she looks at her daughter in the corner.
My sister, which my mom didn't find out until like a year, or did you find this out yet? My sister
wrecked the garage door, yes.
She tried to sneak out with the car. This is a nice head move, Doreen. She gets in the car with her friends, and she's not sure how to start the car yet, whatever. She starts the car, starts rolling too far. Car starts coming, she doesn't know it. She panics.
Right through my garage.
Right through the garage door.
Nice way to sneak.
Garage door comes down, and she's like, I don't know what happened. It just broke. After 3-4 martinis, that just broke. You fell for that once about 2 years ago.
I fell for it for a while, and then I thought, oh, no, they're lying again.
Isn't it fun when years later you come forward with some of these stories to your parents?
All of a sudden your brain says, they're lying.
Yeah. Right.
You think I'm a big Met fan. Which day do you suck?
So let's not even. What do you think of Piazza's new hairdo?
I have a hard time defending myself against the diehard Yankee fans. Dude! Give me an F. Give me an A. Give me a double G. Must I continue? Nice hair. D-double-E-K. Dick. Come on. Man. Well, anyway.
Help us out. Get that hair back to normal.
First time we moved down to Florida in like 86, 87. First time I come down there, I moved back to New York. First time I come visit back, you know, we got our dog Mookie. The Mets are playing the Cubs. I don't realize our neighbor is from Chicago. Right? What was she on? Tom and whatever her name is. So
we're on in Chicago right now.
She's watching. Hey, what's up, Chicago?
That's all right.
Sure is a nice story.
No, go ahead.
Hey, Chicago rules. So anyway, she goes like this. She goes, whatever, the Mets hit her, whatever, they score some runs, whatever. She opens up the sliding glass door, and she goes running out into the patio area. Look, what the hell is she doing? She runs to the fence of the neighbor's yard. Take that, you goddamn Cubbies fan! And go back to Chicago where you're from, the Cubs suck! Way to go, Mookie! Am I exaggerating?
No.
Great! If there was a bad call, that dumb guy is from Chicago. They pay him off. That's where monsters are from, Chicago. And they're paying off the damn cubbies.
They do.
They do.
So do the Braves.
Yeah. We all know that. Die-hard Mets fan, huh?
Yeah, that's good.
Sorry to hear that.
Too bad.
We're having a tough year. It's a tough year for the Mets.
We're just done.
Oh. Yeah, Jim, matter of fact, your office called me asking if I want some Met tickets from you.
No,
I haven't called you back.
I can't give them away. I can't go on Yahoo.
I'm just so depressed.
Or go on Yahoo. Anyone want fireworks night?
No.
Hey, McGuire's coming. Nice. I'll watch it on TV.
Can't even make fun of Rocker anymore at Chase Stadium.
You can't do anything. What are you going to do? Yankees are gone. There's nothing to do but fight Mexicans.
So why are you guys in town today? There you go. Inappropriate, Belle. Mom, why are you in town?
I'm visiting him.
hanging?
I decided to come in and try to keep him in line.
Yeah, good luck.
We're just hanging.
I'll tell you. That's cool.
We're hanging.
We have other moms. Oh, yeah? What's that about?
We're just jamming. It's just, it's like a festival. It's awards and people jam.
You're hosting it, right?
Yeah.
Can the public go, or?
It's beyond.
Sold out and all that. Okay, cool. So we don't have to talk about that.
No, we will talk about that.
But we could talk about Caroline's if you have nothing to do.
Adam.
Yeah.
Tonight through Sunday, live, comedy so loud. Social rumbling Japan. Adam Ferrara. Elsner, Vaughn, and Rufino present Molly Hatchet and Adam Ferrara. Guitar Pete Axe Attack. Live in concert. Comedy. Adam Ferrara. From Englishtown, New Jersey, the fires are brewing. Summer Nationals with Adam Ferrara. He's a guy who fouled Anthony's sister. Adam Ferrara. Live. On stage, Gelsner, Vaughn, and Rufino present the Charlie Daniels Band and Adam Ferrara. Live. AC/DC. I saw that.
You did.
Oh.
Breuer is the hugest AC/DC fan. Your mom's shaking her head.
It's funny you used to do it in the house. How many times did I do this in the house? And Dad would just open the door and go, Jesus Christ. He just shut the door.
The Adam Ferrara's I'll Do Your Sister 2 tour. Adam Ferrara. On the giant stage of Caroline. I'll see you in Sensorround. And your sister tour behind Bleed. Oxy 10 and Miller High Life present Adam. I'll watch you out of back to receive. Bring on the keys. Give me your sticker and I'll make you the beat. In a great ass. This man is well ready to play. So take out the bag and sing loud on the can. Trojan presents the Don't Get Anthony's Sister Pregnant Tour with Adam Ferrara. Doing all his hits. Stay still, it'll be over in a minute. Caroline presents Adam Ferrara and the Allman Brothers for 26 consecutive days. The first 500 guests will get free ribs, Trojan to bang a sister. And a lucky winner, finger tour. A lucky winner can smell Adam's finger. And I was about to rock. We salute you. Yes, I do. I was about to rock. We salute you. For a limited time, Adam will pick out someone's sister from the crowd and have sex with her. We salute you. The Hospitaliano Tour. Hide your mothers, hide your sisters, especially your sisters. And then join Adam for dinner at the Olive Garden. Hospitaliano. All the salad and breadsticks you can eat.
Rock. God, is that funny? How perfect is the voice?
Oh, dude,
unbelievable.
Since I was 8 years old.
The Pooper Tour.
Anal rock.
Anal rock.
I love the food.
With Adam Ferrara.
That's hysterical.
Are you ready for?
Hey, Mom, what'd you think of that? He's done that before.
I think he's been drinking.
I really think, I don't think he's mine.
That's what my mom says. It can't be mine.
Switch babies at birth.
Yeah. No, I could see where Breuer got a little some of this from. Oh yeah, our mom's hysterical now.
Yeah.
She's just hysterical.
She tends to grab her boob when she's annoyed at me, and she goes.
What'd you say?
Great, man.
What'd you say? You said it.
Hey, we got to take a break. We're so long. We'll be back with the Opie and Anthony show. Stay there.
The worst of Opie and Anthony. Okay, terrific.
Joe, toll free, 877-692-1027. We got two very hot moms outside the studio, Anthony. Yeah, I'm amazed. This is turning into a contest slowly but surely. So far, we have Allison's pictures up on WNEW.com. I think Mendy's pictures are now up from Big Butt Magazine. She's a contestant.
Right.
And the moms I'd like to have contest.
Right.
And two more ladies, as we speak, getting their pictures done. And they are definitely fine. Want to remind all the hot moms out there, don't be shy. Come on down. We don't bite. Sounds like it when you listen to us on the radio, but when you get here, we're really, really nice.
Yeah.
I don't want to scare anyone off because we got a great prize. 5 days, 4 nights at the Sands Beach Club in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Airfare courtesy of Spirit Airlines. Catch the Spirit. Get great airfares at www.spiritair.com. All right? Right. We're hoping more moms are brave enough to show up tomorrow. Also, a big thank you to all the ladies wowing today. Had lots of reports from Philly. Very interesting.
Yeah, Philly getting wowed.
We've only been in the Philly market for, I don't know, like 14 shows or so, and it's starting to happen a little bit. A lot of homemade wow signs on the roadways in Philadelphia.
Nicey nice.
And a few ladies helping the guys out as they were stuck in traffic, okay? We could start, what did we learn on the Opie and Anthony show?
Are we going to talk to the ladies at some point?
Yeah, we
Find out
should
who
talk
they
to
are?
the ladies.
Yeah.
Why don't we get them in now, if we can?
Yeah, and then we'll finish up with what did we learn. These are moms?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
They're nice.
Yummy mommy.
Yummy mommy then.
You know what's funny about this show?
Nothing?
You could, well, you could always tell when there's hot ladies around because everyone just leaves the studio.
Yeah, I know. They all go outside.
What's your name?
Amanda.
Amanda. We talked to you.
Yeah.
You look at her, eh?
Very beautiful mommy.
I do believe we have a winner right here in the studio.
You say finalist, Opie.
Finalist?
She's afraid of it.
What are you afraid of?
Yeah, what's your name?
Getting picked on.
Why would you be afraid of getting picked on?
Wait, what are we going to pick on? Seriously, what's your name, first of all?
Tracy.
Hi, Tracy.
Hello.
What are we going to pick on?
Yeah, really.
You're wearing black bra and you're kind of hiding parts of your body.
Yeah, what are you hiding?
Black panties. What are you hiding?
You look great. Oh, my God.
What are you hiding? Seriously.
You got nothing to hide.
We don't see anything wrong with you.
Thank you.
How old is your kid?
14.
Get out of town.
You have a 14-year-old.
Yep.
And how old are you?
36.
Wow, look at that.
Wow.
Anthony. Look at that.
Now, is it a boy or a girl?
Boy.
My
friend is the one that told me about it.
Yeah, well, oh, my God.
My just got me listening like 2 days ago, so I'm a new listener.
So now, wait a minute. Your 14-year-old son's friends told you about this contest.
Yes.
You are now going to be in the contest. That way, your son's friends will be able to look at the pictures of you.
I wasn't going to do it. I was doing it for moral support. I was bringing her down.
What kind of a dream come true would it be to have your friend's hot mom on a website? You know, you kids got it knocked.
We used to have to troll through the woods for a stack of old Playboys mildewing under leaves as spanking material, and you got your friend's mom.
My friend Glenn Notice had the hottest mom, and we would just go over his house to check out his mom.
Do they come over a lot? You're like your son's friends, and they're like, man, your mom's hot.
Out all the time.
They must just, I would just every day be, dude, your mom is so effing hot, man.
Do you kind of hang out in outfits like that for the kids? Too bad. No. Well, not really showing anything. It's like a bathing suit, really, you know?
All right.
You go to school for any functions that your son's involved with, and everybody looks at you, and they're like, oh, my God. I could just see, I know, I grew up.
She goes in for Hot Mom Day.
Hot Mom Day at school.
Wow, my mom wasn't part of Hot Mom Day.
He gets mad, actually. I went to a party and picked him up, and he goes, why can't you be like other moms?
Oh, yeah. Be like other moms. She goes to the PTA meetings, the perfect tease and ass meetings.
That's good. And Amanda, how old's your kid?
She's 3.
She's 3?
Yeah.
3 years old.
And how do we describe the fine outfit she's got on? That's nice.
You got some kind of a little...
Can I tell him what it is?
Yeah, what is it?
Actually, I wore it for Halloween 2 years ago because I was being a Playboy bunny.
So it's a little Playboy bunny outfit.
There's not much to it, so I had to put my skirt on real fast, and I want everybody to see everything.
Not much to it at all. There's some fish netting on the side, a little black in the front, and some feathery boa-like stuff.
Oh, you're not going to make me turn
We're all
around.
adults here. Just pull it. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, Amanda. We have a contest.
Now we have a contest.
Moms, I'd like to F. It's starting to happen. And I'm hoping a lot of moms are listening right now. See how nice we're being to the moms in the studio? We'll be nice to you when you come in as well. Mm-hmm. Right?
Wow.
I'm nervous about that.
No, there's nothing to be nervous about.
Don't call me a bitch. I called yesterday. She called me a bitch.
Who called you a bitch?
Meeting?
That big-ass monster out there?
Yeah, that I didn't, that I called and that I didn't come down, and I'm here, so.
There you have it.
Don't you worry about her. Wow, see that? You got nothing to worry about.
Make sure Mendy doesn't take a bite out of your leg while you're getting your pictures done. All right.
I can't believe if I had to guess an age of a kid that you had, I would say like something like that,
maybe
2 or 3 or something.
Yeah, I would have went, 5 maybe.
14-year-old son. The friends told her. They are right now, the friends are like, yes! Oh my God, they got the site bookmarked, all ready to go. They got their various lubricants. They're all psyched.
Can you imagine if...
enough to make you turn around?
Can you imagine...
No, I'm so kidding.
Could you imagine if we had a radio show like this to listen to when we were growing up?
No.
You're so right.
I know.
I worked for a radio station in Rochester. They had a strip club up there. They had the best gimmick.
Wow.
They would find girls from the local high schools, and they would advertise on the radio that Susie from the class of 1992
and you gotta go.
Was, stripping that night at the club. So everyone in their yearbooks would be like, oh, my God, remember Susie? She's going to be naked. And everyone from the high school would just go to this club just to check her out finally.
Great gimmick.
Isn't that a great gimmick for a club?
So you're going to go out, take a few pictures. Rick will direct you. He's very good at this. He's a professional. And, wow. We definitely have 2 contenders here. I got to tell you.
Yeah.
This is going to be tough now.
Amanda has a beautiful smile. Look at that.
Amanda's got me beat.
Don't you worry. You know
That's
something?
not true.
There are many guys out there that are going to be voting on this, and we never know what's going to happen.
Don't sell yourself short. Look at those boobs of yours. I mean, there's nice body parts for everyone around here.
Your 14-year-old son never asked you for a nostalgic snack? Maybe reacquaint himself with his infancy? Nothing like that? Pretty good.
My year, he was done. He was cut off.
Cut off after a year? I'd be like, Mom, I'm a little thirsty. Mom? Oh, Mom.
All right, ladies, why don't you go get your pictures taken?
Oh, my God.
And honestly, if you want the people to leave the area, no problem. Just tell Rick. I'm serious.
Yeah, they'll clear out that area for you.
Some of the ladies don't mind. Others do. And that's really up to you guys. Okay.
Nice meeting you.
We'll talk to you in a little bit.
God.
We have a contest.
Amazing. Now there's a contest.
We will have a first, second, and third place prize.
And just when we think we're screwed, totally screwed, because these contests always start off this way, and we always say they start off slow, but they get great. But we sit here after a couple of days going, oh, my God, is this the one that's not going to pan out? Well, right here, right now, we have a contest.
And all the other moms just show up between 3 and 7 the rest of the week. We may extend it into next week a little bit as well, okay? Mm-hmm. And we're starting to hear that Allison might be disqualified.
Uh-oh.
Not because of us, but because of contest rules.
The contest rules, the 6-month contest
We
rules.
have to talk to the CBS Infinity lawyers.
CBS!
To see what they think about that. Adam, what's up?
Yo.
Hey, man.
I learned that Stacker 2 prevents gayness today.
Oh, yes. That's right. We did learn things on the show. Thank you, man.
Yep.
All right. Bye. Let's go to Zach. Hey, Zach.
Hey, what's up, man?
What'd you learn?
I learned that James Taylor is one bad mother effer.
Yeah, he is. Who knew? The unedited version of that song is now up on FoundryMusic.com. So
Let me go check it out now.
Thanks, Zach.
Later.
Chucky Knuckles writes, I learned that Dallas callers have to wait 7 hours to hear Ant call them a tool. That's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Let me go to Tom. Tom, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey,
I learned when you call the Opie and Anthony show and you get put on hold, you get the uncensored, undumped version.
Of the show, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh. Yes. Thank
so
you.
I got to hear everything.
All right. Thanks, Tom.
Later.
That is true. Chris, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Hey, I learned that FoundryMusic.com is going to be renamed to 11seconds.com.
Yeah, the video of Steve getting his ass kicked will be up later tonight.
Three rights to make a left, guys.
All right, thank you. Dave from near Philly, Anthony. I learned on the O&A show today that I have a new attraction to the number 5 because of Melissa and her luscious fives.
Right.
I also learned that Steve is a pussy. Also, nothing is more horrifying than a 300-pound woman saying she is going to dig for the string while innocent people are standing about. Very good. Let's go to Jay. Jay, what did you learn on the show today?
I learned, hey guys, I learned not to mess with Opie underwater.
Oh, thank you.
Sure, kick your
And I also learned one more thing.
Yeah.
I learned when you're in the steam room at the gym, make sure there's an odd number of people there.
Yeah, that's very important. That is very important. That's the lesson of the day right there. Chris, I learned that never be with a girl whose ass can be seen by Landsat 5.
Landsat 5 joke today. First time you've ever heard that.
Let's go to Rob. Rob, what did you learn on the show today?
I learned a lot. I learned that you guys don't know whether homosexual relations start at 8 or begin at 8 if you're homo or not.
Mm-hmm.
I learned that Opie is the ultimate underwater fighting champion.
Yeah.
I learned that Minnie's ass looks like Gossamer from the Warner Brothers cartoon.
Yeah.
And I learned that you guys lose your minds every time our girl comes into the studio, Melissa. You guys fondle over your mind and have mind farts the entire time she's in there.
You're from Philly, right?
Yes, I am.
Well, thank you for lending us Melissa.
Well, you're welcome. Just take care of her.
We do. We'll send her back in one piece.
Hopefully.
All right, Rob.
No worse for wear.
No. Let's go to Andy. The Philly people starting to get to the What Do We Learn game.
I know. I'm very excited.
Andy.
What's up, guys?
Hey.
I learned that as long as you close your eyes...
Very good. Thank you, Andy. Steve.
Hey, boys, what's going on?
Hey.
Today I learned that Mike Piazza is a catcher both on and off the field.
Ah, we don't know that.
Look at his hair.
All right, Steve, thanks. Morgan, I learned everything is funnier with the bullhorning. Wow, the mom's running around with just her panties on. How cool is that? Oh, sorry. 14-year-olds. I was thinking to myself, that was just for me. Pat, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
I learned that Tom Brokaw won a daytime Emmy for the nightly news.
Hey, thanks, Pat.
Later, guys.
If I can unlodge it, I'll put it back on the mantle.
Rick, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
I learned that Tom Brokaw is nothing but a weird chink with Emmys lodged in his colon.
Weird chink. Very good.
You can't say L's.
Right.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right. Scott, today I learned that when you hit 8, it's too late, you're a fag. That's what we learned on that one, right? Anthony, I learned the heat doesn't bother Earl because he is used to working in the fields.
Yeah.
It's horrible. I learned nothing. I was too busy looking at Melissa. I learned that cat fights put Fez to sleep. Yeah, we're going to have the cat fighting? Oh, yeah. Did we talk to that woman? We completely forgot about the cat fighting.
We got some info off our Ben? Yeah, this woman called up earlier in the show, and she said that she does this cat fighting, where these girls are naked, and they have a cat fight. Nails biting, punching.
And we want to have a couple of these girls in to demonstrate.
Yeah, I mean, the ultimate fighting demonstration was pretty interesting, but, I mean, we got to, come on, cat fighting.
I learned that the red vinyl interior out of my 78 Vega is missing. Maybe you've seen it. It's on Mendy.
Kevin, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, guys? Today I learned that Brother Joe is an effing genius.
Nice.
And I also learned that Easter Island is off the coast of Africa.
Oh, stop it.
All right, man. Thank you.
I know it's
You guys rule.
I know it's 2,000 miles from Tahiti.
I learned the only gay exception is prison rape, Anthony.
Prison rape, yes.
I learned, this is Matt, I learned Mendy's Doompa looks like that ass-face character from The Wall.
Oh, it's Giampiero.
Kevin.
Hello.
Hey, Kevin.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
I learned that James Taylor speaks Ebonics.
Yeah.
Very well, apparently.
All right, you guys suck.
All right, thank you.
Mendy gets her lingerie at Pep Boys.
Tom, what's up?
Yo, what's up, man?
Hey.
Hey, I learned today that Mindy's last vacation was at a South African golf course.
Man, if that's not tying things together today. Very good, Tom. Thank you.
All right, take it easy.
All right. Let's go to Joe. Joe, what's going on?
Hey, guys.
Hey.
I learned Fred rhymes with lead, and it sits on Feather's shoulders.
Yeah.
Me crab.
All right, good.
Me crab.
All right. I think we're just about done, huh?
Me crab. Me crab.
Friggin' fag, you want to make out or something?
Hey, stupid voice. Me crab. Me crab.
Uncle John.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
I learned when Melissa was in the studio that 2 5s definitely equal a 10.
Yes. Look at you.
Hey, I'm smart.
Her latest pictures are up on WNAW.com. We take pictures of Melissa almost every day with her new
Brother Joe still there?
Yes.
Yes. Hey, Joe, you got to make some money off these songs. I want to book you for my next birthday party.
Okay, John.
I told Joe the other day he's got to put out a CD of all the song parodies he has done over the years.
Absolutely.
Definitely, it would sell.
There's a bunch.
Later, guys.
A bunch with Anthony, a bunch solo. Hold on, what? Oh, he hung up though. It's too late. Why don't we give away some Spinal Tap tickets? I mean, I think some people in Philly would take the road trip to see Spinal Tap at the Beacon Theater July 16th, right, Anthony?
Rock and roll.
We're going to be there warming up the crowd. Maybe we'll do, 10 or 15 minutes of some debauchery.
Screw off.
We got tickets on sale now through Ticketmaster. It's Spinal Tap at the Beacon Theater July 16th. We got a couple pairs of tickets for some callers right now at 877-692-1027. And I think that's it for today.
Yeah, had a fun one. Thanks, man.
We got 2 moms getting their pictures done for the Moms I'd Like to F contest. Those pictures will be up hopefully within the next half hour on WNAW.com.
Yeah, you're going to love these.
They look like finalists to me, too.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah,
Finalists. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, terrific.
Story of the day. We just got to bring it up again. We started the show with it. Got a little out there.
New development.
There is a huge new development. The man who died in the whale tank at SeaWorld down there in Orlando. The story goes, the guy was hiding. He waited for the park to close. Jumps in the tank with a killer whale or whatever. Jumps in there, completely naked. They find him, I believe this morning or yesterday, dead, still attached to the top of the whale. The killer whale.
Look how you're making it sound. Still attached.
Still attached.
Well, he was found, the story, laying on top of the whale.
Laying on top of the whale, dead as a doorknob, not floating on the top of the pool,
right.
Still attached to the killer whale.
And we were just trying to figure out how.
Naked, Anthony, naked. No clothes, nothing. What is stuck? What is stuck to the whale? Hello?
I don't know how he was staying.
Hello, Bueller. Hello?
Are you saying that perhaps he was trying to pleasure himself at the whale's blowhole's expense?
Well, you come up with something better.
I can't figure out any other way he would have still been there by morning. If he stayed there, the park closed. Now everyone leaves the park. He figures, now's my chance. Dives in the killer whale tank. Takes his clothes off. In the morning, 7 in the morning, whenever they show up and see him, he's on top of the whale. That is a long time to be up there.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe something had to be fastening him to the whale.
Why isn't anyone else bringing this up in the media?
He was doing the blowhole. It's obvious.
Well,
it is. I think so. I think you're right.
That's a sick F if that's the deal.
And then we figured earlier we were saying the blowhole closes up when the whale dives.
Mm-hmm.
So perhaps as he was having a little fun, the whale decides to descend.
Right.
Closes the blowhole.
Right. Oh! All right. Well, there's a incredible development in this story.
Yeah.
The name of the whale.
Yeah, this is very interesting.
I'm not making this up. The name of the whale that the guy was attached to. Well, let me spell it out. Because I don't even know if we can say this on the air.
You could say the whale's name.
Till I come. Or Tillicum.
How's it spelled?
Thank you, Anthony. It's spelled T-I-L-L. That's till.
Right.
I. That's I.
Okay.
K-U-M. That's the name.
That's the whale's name.
That's the name of the whale.
Till I come.
Till I come.
It's till I come.
Till I come. Who's laughing out there?
Someone laughed outside.
Who's laughing? Who was that?
It's a Japanese whale.
Who the hell was that? Who's laughing out there?
That was the whale's name. It is the whale's name.
It's the whale's name.
The whale's still alive.
Yeah.
Who's living out there?
Gurgling a little, but.
Do you think it was a sperm whale?
Oh, went from a killer whale to a humpback. K-Rock. But that is a very interesting development there.
Read it for yourself in the paper. Till I come. Or till I come. You gotta say real fast, I guess.
Till I come.
Till I come was the name of the whale that the guy was stuck to.
Yeah.
You can't write stuff better than this, man.
Yeah.
You could try for hours.
Well, the other whale, Touch a Snatch, in the next pen, was uninjured. I just want to make sure everyone knows that Touch a Snatch was fine.
Okay. Can we bring Popeye in? Because Popeye has some experience with killer whales. Hey, Popeye.
Yes?
Thanks for coming back on the show.
Well, blow me down.
Now,
Shiver me member.
Now, could you explain this story? Why a guy would be naked on the back of a killer whale?
Obviously, he was a nautical man.
Yeah?
A man of the sea.
Yeah.
Because we used to do that. We'd be out at sea for a long time without any signs kapuski. When you're at sea for a long time, and there's nothing but semen on the boats. I mean, like seamen.
I got you.
Sometimes you need a pusky. Whale's blowhole, like a pusky.
Really?
Well, if you ain't seen one in months. Any types of whale. A hump whale. A sperm whale. It's kind of hard for Pop's guy, though.
Why?
Well, I'm used to Olives.
Yeah.
She's like a little gupsky. Little skinny Olives. Oh, just get to Oh, gotta get what you can out there at sea.
You figure that out, okay. So you get so desperate you jump on whales' backs?
Well, you starts with other sea lives.
Yeah?
Yeah, like a sea urchin. Ooh, you ever touch one of those and they all fold up? Ooh, better than Olives. Then you go for the bearded clams. Oh, you takes the clams, you takes your knife, and you start shucking. Oh, I shucked it and shucked it and shucked it. I'm quite the mother shucker. You just keep shucking till you got a juicy, clammy mess in your hands. Then you use that. I was shucking everything that moved. Yeah, when that didn't work, it clamped shut on Pup's guy's member.
Yeah.
My mighty member.
So, Popeye, have you,
I've done a whale.
You've done a whale, huh?
Yeah. I was out to seas.
Yeah.
Months has gone by.
Okay.
I didn't have Pusky in months. I didn't want to do the whales.
No.
You gotta grab a cute one, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nothing worse than doing an ugly whale. But nothing's better than a huge, live-gin, breathe-gin mamskull. Once you go whales, you never go back. A lot different than Olives. Olives is a skinsky bitch. With no titskis.
Now, why wouldn't you do like the sea hag before the whale?
Whoa! Not the sea hag. Ugh. That old cave. I'd rather have blowhole than a sea hag. You ever see the haggy? Smells like chum. You know when you throw chums go off the sides of a boat?
Yeah.
That's the sea hag.
Hey, Popeye.
Wimsky wouldn't do her for free burgers. Wimsky could fit into a shrimps. You've never done sea lives?
No, I can't say I have.
There we were. Tentacles to testicles. Me and the octopusky.
Do you get crabs from the sea life?
I had a crab once.
Yeah.
Tight. Gotta watch the claws on your testicles. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. When there's nothing to nail, you should grab you a whale, says Popeye the Sailor.
Okay, terrific.
Opie, you're a sick-ass man. Anthony. You're not a jackass, you're obviously a stud. The Opie and Anthony Show.
It makes me sick.
1027 WNEW.
This is FM Talk, the 1027 Talk you can't ignore. It's Opie and Anthony. Hey, if you want in on our stupid radio show, give us a call, 212-757-1027. Filled with a bunch of nonsense, this radio show. Of course. But we like it. Nonsense is good. I hope you do, too. Our first female, Amy.
Hello.
We like putting the women right on the radio, so...
Okay, well, good to know.
Please, no waiting. Yeah, no waiting for the ladies, because most of you guys are scared of us.
No.
All right, Amy, what do you have for the show today?
This was bad. I was in high school, and I was a freshman, and, working on being popular, all the games you play in high school. And I come home one day, and my mom's like, oh, listen, this is really sad. I ran into Mrs. So-and-so at the supermarket, and, her son doesn't have a date to the senior prom. So I told her to just tell him to have you go with him. And it will be great. He's a really nice guy. Well, he's like the dorkiest guy in the entire high school. I'm like, Mom, you can't do
prom
this.
date.
I'm like, you can't do this, Mom. I'm a freshman. I don't even want to go to the senior prom. I can't do this. This could ruin my social career. She's like, no, you got to do this. This is awful.
My mom used to try to set me up with the bank tellers at her bank.
Oh, that's cute.
And
that was nice. And mom's trying to say,
you know what's weird about moms? What they think is cute and what you think is cute is two different things.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's this lovely, cute little girl at the bank, and I think you guys would be perfect together. So you finally go in with her,
Yeah, because she can make small talk with your mom.
Yeah. She can make small talk with my mom, so I should be dating her.
Yeah.
It's like, Mom, I'm looking for something more in a hose bag at this time of my life.
Yeah.
My mom was just known for that. She worked all the time, so she was always trying to do extra things to help you out socially. She packed my sister's lunch, and my sister comes home crying from school. She was sent home. She went to Catholic school. My mom had packed her lunch, and you know how you would wrap up sodas in tinfoil?
Yeah.
She wrapped up a can of beer by accident. My sister got sent home from school.
Rock. No, that's a cool mom.
It's like peanut butter and jelly and bud.
I never had the cool lunch.
No.
I was always the guy trying to upgrade my lunch with my pals.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I never wanted to do that because I was skeeved out by anyone else's, like, mom's hands touching the food.
Wow.
They know, do you want to trade this sandwich? I'm like, your skeevy mom's hands all over this thing?
I get like a bruised apple for snack, and my buds would have, like, homemade chocolate chip cookies or homemade brownies. I'm like, come on, man. Trade.
And I know the horror you went through with the school lunch, dude. But, especially with the bag. I never wanted the brown bag. I never wanted the little brown bag. I wanted a lunchbox. And every year, damn it, I got a lunchbox. I had my Lost in Space lunchbox.
You know, one of my brothers should call up
with the thermos, but I remember...
Because you're hitting a real soft spot in my family.
You should just hear what Opie had to go to school with for his lunch. The bags...
We were so poor.
We were so poor.
I'll tell you the story. Yeah, like Anthony said, everyone.
Think how embarrassing this is.
It's the Big King Cole. I'll tell the story, you ass.
I'm the Big King Cole.
If my brother calls it,
that's great. How embarrassing.
He would be suicidal to tell the story on the air. But basically, like Ann said, you know, all your friends had the cool lunch boxes, maybe like, I don't know, the Brady Bunch, lunch box or the Scooby-Doo lunch box.
Yeah. Open it up. You got your little thermos in there for your little fruit cup or something.
Right.
And your drink and your sandwich all nice and wrapped.
Sure.
And then if you didn't have the lunch box or you didn't want one, you could go to the store and buy the little lunch bag.
No, I'll explain. The lunchbox were given to the kids whose moms really cared. Okay?
Right.
Then you had the kids that came in, like you said, with the small brown lunch bag.
You could go to this store and buy a big stack of those.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, it cost too much money to get the small brown paper bags for my lunch. See, we were so poor. Like Rick guessed about 2 minutes ago, my goddamn lunch, a lousy peanut butter and jelly sandwich and a bruised apple were...
That's it. It was just like two little things.
We're in a huge Walbaum's paper bag.
The one they pack the groceries in. And then what was your carrying style? Would you carry the whole thing or roll it? So it's just like the big bottom of the bag and the huge rolled up?
It gets worse. It gets worse. We brought the bags home after lunch.
But you had to fold them up
and bring them home.
Oh, that's pretty bad, man.
So we could put the book covers on our textbooks.
You made them out of the paper bags.
Yeah, so like my science textbook had a big, huge Walbaum's on the front, while my friends had the cool Star Trek book covers. So they were dual purpose, Anthony. They were used to carry my lousy sandwich and bruised apple to school, and then we had to bring them home so we could make book covers.
Does it have your name written on it, too?
Opie.
Because then when you leave that with your coat, over, you have your whole thing set up.
Yeah, where you have
everybody knows it's your bag if your name's on it.
Oh, the big shopping bag.
I knew my brother would call. He's a bitter man. Elmo.
Hey.
What's up, man?
Is this a nightmare or what?
Why are you bringing this up? It gets dark at 4 o'clock. I'm already suicidal, and you have to bring that up. I mean, we would take these huge, like, King Kong bags and roll the top down and fold them and do whatever we could to try to mimic those small little bags so we look normal. But once I also got a cement bag from Dad.
Wait a minute.
One of those huge cement bags. We were done doing the sidewalks around the house.
Like a Sacrete bag or something?
Yeah, one of those huge bags. Because my dad...
Still had powder in it?
So we put put the food in that and rolled it up. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. It was unbelievable.
Trust me, my brother says it. It happened. It happened.
I'm dying for you. A cement bag.
This is like the shame of our family. I still can't go shopping and get paper. I always have to go plastic just to erase the memory.
Elmo, you notice how like Ed's telling all his horror stories from growing up, and I'm keeping my mouth shut.
I know. I'm like, oh my God, that's like going to a spa.
I'm just biting my lip because I don't want to have a nervous breakdown live on the air.
Oh, come on, unload. It'll make you feel better.
Tell Anthony about the sugar and margarine sandwiches at Grandma's house.
Oh, a delicacy.
What are they feeding the kids?
I'm diabetic now. I wonder why.
Oh my God! Yes, too.
What did they do? Well, my grandma had a beach house out there in Wading River, and
that sounds pretty fancy.
No, it sounds fancy.
It was a nice.
It was great.
It was a great little house.
Great.
And I don't know. She had about 40 grandkids, Elms?
At least.
So she would just break out a loaf of Wonder Bread, just on the table, quick margarine, all the way down. She'd bake like 20 sandwiches at a time, and then just pour sugar on the butter.
And give it to kids.
And give it to us.
And give it to kids.
Yeah.
Like they weren't wired enough.
And then we bounce around. Bing, bing, bing.
And we go outside to get fried by the sun because we didn't wear sunscreen.
They wouldn't put sunscreen on you?
Oh, tell the whole story, man. Come on.
Kids on crank getting burned.
Yeah.
Well, everything you say. All right, number one, we go swimming in the ocean without any kind of supervision when we're like 3. We'd have no suntan lotion. We'd be eating sugar. I mean, it was just paradise.
And then we would be so burnt from the sun that we couldn't move, right?
Right.
And what did we have to sleep in at night?
The army blankets with the sand. It was like reclining on sandpaper.
Those old army blankets, the real rough ones.
Yeah, those dark green blankets.
And we used to make tents out of them.
And we're talking, we were so sunburned, like our eyelids were red, and like our underarms were red.
Right? We had to sleep on top of sand.
And then we'd have to sleep in these army cots with an army blanket. We might as well have been sleeping, on insulation. Because it was the same feeling between the army blanket and the sand that happened to be there from the last person that slept in the army cot.
And if it wasn't sand, then it was full of sugar, which has the same effect.
Oh my God, that's some upbringing.
It was great, yeah.
Oh,
it was great.
All I wanted was like the lousy little brown lunch bag.
Little sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I practically have to stick people up, not for the lunch money, but for their lunch bag. Give me the bag.
The last thing you wanted to do going to school was look different.
Exactly.
Swear to God, you just wanted to conform, fit in, so no one would give you crap. Because the second you try to do something different, you're marked an outcast.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
And if you're the big lunch bag guy, people calling you the big lunch bag guy. The cement lunch bag guy's even worse.
That's the truth.
But in the winter, I wouldn't wear my jacket because I'd use it to camouflage the huge lunch bag. So now I go home with a cold. It's just a nightmare.
It was interesting.
All I wanted was the sandwich.
Remember the kid in school in the cafeteria that might as well have been the drug dealer? He came in with the little plastic baggie of chocolate for the chocolate milk. It was like this powder stuff, and everyone would gather around. Man, put a little in my milk, man. Put a little in. Well, what you got, man? What do you have for me? I'm the chocolate man. Here we go, kids. I got chocolate. And his buddies would all, just I keep a little for my head, and then I get rid of the rest.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
The chocolate milk kid ruled. I never got the chocolate milk.
You kidding me? I remember that.
And he would dole it out to his buddies so that the milk it was still like the color of milk, just vaguely browner. Yeah, we're drinking chocolate milk and you suck. Wow, I do suck.
I tried to trade the bruised apple or the bruised pear for that, but it never worked for some reason.
No.
I mean,
fruit was a very low commodity on the ladder.
Elms, when we were growing up, why were our apples so damn bruised?
Because they had so much room to bounce around in those lunch bags.
know.
All right, I'm going to go slit my wrist now.
Okay, terrific.
All right, Anthony, we've heard that a few mommies are on the way to try to win the Britney Spears tickets.
Really?
Yeah. Finally? We're going to definitely play Mommy, What Would You Do for Britney Spears tickets today. We got a few of the mommies coming down, okay?
Which ones do we have?
We got the banana lady, we got the watermelon lady, and we got the mother-daughter diaper changing team, Anthony.
The mother-daughter diaper. That's the one I'm looking for.
Yeah, the mother changing a diaper on an 18-year-old girl.
Yes.
That just happens to be her daughter.
Yes.
So,
what's up, Rick?
Banana Rose is here.
Banana Rose! Okay, I think she should do her stunt.
That's it? Just the banana chick?
After all the stuff that we had going on.
That's the one you didn't want. Remember playing grab bag in school when they bring in the presents and you got the lousiest grab bag in there?
You got the chia pet or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
This is definitely, thanks, a pen. Oh, it's a cross pen. I don't give a I don't care what kind of pen it is. It's a pen.
We had all these mommies calling the last few days to try to win the Britney Spears tickets. We had some stuff that
Queefs, Hummers that were just going to be given out by 18-year-old crack whores.
Right.
I don't know. Oh, look, Crayola crayons. Not even the big box with the sharpener on the side. No, we had anal that was going to go on in this studio. So what do we end up with? The banana lady. Okay, it's, it's not bad. But
that's great.
We had asparagus going in the back door a little while back, I remember.
So how are we going to get
wiffle ball bats?
Excited over this.
Wiffle ball bats. We were tossing cherries into the leather Cheerio no more than a week ago. So Banana Chick showed up. Great. I'm just thrilled to death.
Wait up.
I turned down a Hummer from a crack whore.
Right. All right, let's meet Rose.
Yeah, let's bring her in.
This is great.
Oh, I bet this even gets better, Opie. Let's bring her in. Let's see how much better the banana gig gets.
Now you got to apologize to Rose.
No, I'm not in an apologetic mood today. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I could give a flying ass.
What are you pissed at?
I'm not pissed. The Tommy thing set me off. And then,
and we're disappointed now that our mommy, what would you do for Britney Spears tickets?
I'm a little disappointed. I'm a little disappointed. Nothing I swear to you.
I at least showed up.
Nothing personal, but I was hoping for a mother-daughter diaper change, a mother-daughter queefing, a mother-daughter makeout session. Instead, the banana and the tailpipe routine. Remember that one?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's cool and all, but yeah, maybe I just need a drink.
Hey, I at least started to go up.
No, I like I said, nothing personal, but it's like okay, the banana.
Wow.
Out of all the things we had, it was the banana. You know what I mean? It's like scratching off the lotto ticket. No, I won $1. Hey, I won. But it's $1. I know I'm just going to go in the store, get another ticket, and it'll be a loser. So, this is the equivalent of the $1 lottery ticket.
Let's.
I'm sorry. What can I say?
I don't have to do it. Do you want me to leave?
Yeah, you know something? Yeah.
No!
Okay.
That means we'll
just get up. And
No.
Just leave.
That means we'll have to do Spaz as week in review, dude. What's worse at this point?
Truthfully, bring on Spaz. Rose, thank you.
I've never seen that act like this, Rose. You need a beer, man. You need Need a margarita?
Of course I'm joking. Of course. We are all looking forward to seeing you jam a banana.
Can I
now she's getting all pissed. Opie, what did you do to our guest? You got her all agitated.
No, I'm usually the one, but today it's you. I'm very surprised. Rose, I'm the sweetheart. That's the a-hole over there.
Yeah, today. These roles can change during the show or every other show. Stay tuned. I was really looking forward to the diaper changes. I'm sorry, Rose.
Enough of that at home.
I swear, I'm sorry.
I didn't say
no matter what happens, it has nothing to do with you personally. It is just the talent that you have and what you want to do on the show isn't quite what I thought we would be seeing.
I'm sorry.
I thought it would be like a warm-up.
I'm the only one that showed up.
You know something? You go to see a band. You go to see a band that you like. You know, if you want to go see STP, right? Mm-hmm. And the warm-up band comes on. You know, you would never go see that warm-up band, right?
Depends who's playing.
But since usually you wouldn't just go out of your way to go see it.
What if it's like Godsmack?
Well, that would be cool. Okay. But it's not Godsmack. We're talking Zebra. You know?
Come on.
Like if Zebra's warming up for STP, right? You would watch Zebra and go, okay, I'm watching Zebra. I'm waiting for STP.
Right.
But Zebra on its own is like,
Well, Ed, let's let Zebra perform and maybe, just maybe, STP will show up.
You know nothing new is going to happen. No. It's going to be who's behind the door. It's going to be all the same old Zebra tunes again. And it's just Zebra.
But see,
we've seen Zebra 1,000 times.
But Scott Whalen's off the H, so he might get out of the hotel room and show up.
STP is not showing up
today.
We're stuck with Zebra. Wow. Not even all of Zebra, just the singer doing an acoustic set. I don't know. Maybe we're just getting jaded. Maybe I'm being a little harsh. I understand.
Tell me what you want.
I love when they do it. So this is what we got today. Is it skipping?
Boring. Hey, Rose, can I have that banana?
Sure.
Throw it over here.
He just threw the banana. Don't break the banana. She's got to use it. You can't even hit the turntable with a banana.
Well, give me something. There's always something around when we need to throw it.
You can't hit it. You suck. Oh, that did it. Oh, no. The precious. Hey, it still works. No. The big, no. Stop. He just threw the Zebra album like a frisbee. It nearly missed my head.
Wait, you missed the spot.
Now it's in many pieces. Don't give it back to him. Oh, no. Mark's got the Bruiser Gallagher hammer. Oh, man. There it goes.
It's already flat as a pancake. The mount doesn't work on that.
It's breaking it to pieces, though. See, that's what we got.
Look, she's so depressed.
Rose, please do not take this personally. It is just your act that I have a problem with today.
I'm so sorry.
Could you juice up your act, you think?
Juice it up?
Yeah, like eat the banana afterwards or something.
Sure, why not?
All right, listen. Aunt,
Here's my hairy yellow butt.
Aunt, what if Rose did the banana trick?
Yeah.
And then went for the wiffle ball bat record?
I don't know about that.
We'd have a winner, right?
That would definitely improve things.
So, Aunt, let me save the show. So, Rose, you got this banana trick for the Britney Spears tickets and the limo ride, right?
Yeah.
Are you willing to do anything else?
Sure, it depends.
What if I could guarantee you the ticket?
I'll guarantee.
If you decide to do what I'm about to put forth,
a vagina match,
we will give you 3 Britney Spears tickets and a limo ride.
Guaranteed? Now, Opie is not even
at this point
consulted with his partner Anthony here.
At this point, let me speak for the team today.
Okay, I have no problem with that.
Okay,
you have power of attorney today.
I will guarantee her the tickets, and if there's any other mommies on the way, that they lose.
Wow,
I got a patriotic theme. Have you ever had anything else in your
Nah.
No. And you want these tickets really bad?
Yeah.
Steve, where's your stuff? Okay.
All right, that's good.
What if we could put one of these and let it go.
Let it go. Well, there's a chance I might get burnt.
What she would need. I could almost see this working.
You're going to help me out now? You're going to help save the show.
Listen to you. Shut up. Yeah, I'm going to help save the show. I'm going to help save her is what I'm going to help.
Okay.
What it would need is some sort of a shield.
Correct.
To protect from any thrust. No, you can't use that.
I got the shield right here.
And then where would the stick go?
My God, look, Ant. Ta-da!
Like that.
Yeah.
And it would
like
be
that.
Oh my God.
That would work.
Okay, look, if you can make that happen,
yeah,
fine, I'm with it.
Anthony, finish up that Bud Light bottle.
Oh my God.
Never done on radio before.
I'm trying to figure out the safest way this can be done.
And look.
Okay, you show me.
Oh my God.
That's great. Opie's
give me
in the
shield.
spread eagle position.
Give
him the shield. Give him the shield.
All right.
It's a plexiglass shield with a small hole drilled in it.
Turn off the camera.
Yeah. Okay. Now, a bottle will go in a certain place.
Yes.
Then the shield will go over the bottle. That goes in the hole.
In.
Holy mother of pearl, that might just work.
I'm telling you, I'm saving the show.
Oh, my God.
You're definitely coughing up some cash.
You're like, what's his name? Robert Goddard, the father of rocketry. Only different.
What do you think, Ed?
Yeah, I'm for it, but you don't got to sell me, pal. I'm the easy one to sell.
All right, here. What do you say, Rose?
Wow.
It would be game over.
I'm guaranteed the ticket.
Guaranteed the tickets and a limo ride. Plus, you will be known.
How's that?
You will be known for doing this forever. When we introduce you at road shows, the place will go nuts. You will be an O&A celebrity.
Where did you get this? It's a $50 American Express traveler's check that Anthony, the limo driver, is giving up for this? All right, Anthony.
Okay.
That's $50.
$50
plus the Britney Spears tickets, plus a limo ride.
A limo ride.
What do you think?
All right. Sure. Let's go for it.
Where are we going to do this?
Right out there, man.
Oh, my God.
I mean, you guys have put me on the spot. How can I say
Let me see
no?
that, Ope. Let me see those.
All right.
No, huh? All right.
All right, let's do it. All right, game on.
Game on. Game on.
Game on. The cars have passed. Okay. What the hell are we waiting for?
Yeah, let's do this. This is something now, folks.
All right, let's move to the other mic.
Okay, we're moving to the launch pad. The launch pad area. Walter Cronkite, I'm here. It's wonderful that we're seeing another launch of this.
All right, we need Psycho Mark down the hallway just in case there's a mishap. I feel like we're setting up like an Evel Knievel jump or something here.
Yeah.
A lot of planning going into this one.
This could be live on Fox.
Yeah, like go into like the cubby hole to the left there just in case there's any problems.
He's going back there with the fire extinguisher?
Yeah, I don't foresee any problems, Anthony, but just in case.
Just in case. We have to have our safety team here.
We want to cover all our bases.
Okay,
all right, where's Rose?
What is actually going to be... Oh, my God.
What?
Any type of bottle? Really? Wait, you can accommodate that, huh?
Oh, wow. So then she'll definitely be protected.
Oh, this is great.
Okay, this is getting better by the moment.
Come on. Now, I can't believe you can accommodate that.
Where's
Have
your
you
husband?
been with any black men?
Where's your husband?
No? Yeah, look, Jamaican Mike is here. He's saying, that beer bottle is nothing, man.
And talk to her husband. Rose's
more
husband.
like a keg.
Rose's husband.
Rose's husband? What's your name, man? Ralph, do you think she can accommodate that beer bottle?
Yeah, I think she can.
Now, we're talking this way, so the opening is sticking out.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
All right, let's get down to business.
All right. Do you have any worries about what she's going to do?
No, not really. She knows what she's doing. She's a big girl.
She knows what she's doing. She's a big girl. Okay, we have everything set up.
Yeah, I believe so.
All we need is the rocket launcher, as they say.
Yes.
To remove the pants.
Have her sit down right here. Sit down here.
Oh, my God.
You see this, Rose, you see this line right here? Yeah. Line up your butt right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, give her a nice
we got
cushion.
pillows.
Of course, yeah.
This is great. We're here looking at the launch gantry here at the Kennedy Space Center.
And she brought something with you. Rose, what are you putting on the bottle?
KY.
KY. Whoa, look at that. There it goes.
Very good. Anthony, Rose is in position. Rose, take off your pants.
Wow.
She is.
Is it working?
Rose, how's it going?
I'm trying.
She's what?
Trying.
She's trying.
It's
wow.
huge.
It's huge. Yes. Yeah. Relax. Breathe. Jamaican Mike is like, haha, what an amateur. If you spend a week in Jamaica, you can do a keg of beer, never mind a bottle. Wow. That's
all right, how we doing down there, Rose?
Wow.
Okay.
That's good. Boy, you know when they get these depositable bottles back, you just never know when you're popping a bud where that bottle's been.
And at this point, it looks like she's giving to a bottle.
Yeah.
All right. Rose, I think you're ready, huh?
Oh, yeah. You got it.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
I just saw it go.
Yeah, that
right?
Okay.
There we go.
All right, that one.
Now we're talking.
All right, and I got the heat shield.
You got the heat shield. Make sure the heat. Oh my God.
Okay, the launch pad is ready.
You can hold that a little back behind. Yeah, like that. You hold it. There you go.
Heat shield in
Make
place,
sure it doesn't jam up in there, Opie. It can't jam. The heat shield's got to be more at a 90-degree angle. Yeah, like that. Wow, that's going into the ceiling, though.
Wait. We got to angle the heat shield better. Don't move, Rose.
Don't move.
Now, Rick, get the heat shield in place. Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's how it's got to go.
All right.
It's perfect.
All right, someone's got to hold the heat shield in place. Anthony, I'm gonna parade the missile around the station a little bit, like the Russians do.
Like the Russians did, yeah.
All right.
This is working perfectly now.
This is good. All right, Anthony.
That's perfect.
All right, hold on.
That's perfect.
All right, hold on. I got to get behind her and make sure she's got it aimed right.
How are we aiming at El Duque? Okay.
All right, move.
Very steady.
Move the.
That looks perfect.
Move the missile out a little bit so we can light it.
You could light it.
Okay, very good.
This baby is clear. Psycho Mark is downrange. All right, Psycho Mark is downrange. He is hiding behind El Duque, the big giant life-size cardboard cutout of El Duque.
We're firing a bottle rocket at a black guy. Isn't that a...
Hey, stop it. Opie,
here you go.
If you would please give me the lighter, okay? Yes, clear the range. Clear the range. What a great moment in radio this is.
And fire in the hole. Let's go.
Fire in the hole, and that's never been more appropriate than it is right now. Ready? Don't move. Here it goes. Look out, Rick.
And
we're lit. We're lit.
We're lit.
Oh, my God. And... To ya. Rose is STP. Yeah, you went from zebra to STP pronto.
Yeah. Yes.
I can't believe that worked.
Well, we have a winner for the Britney Spears tickets.
Yeah. Mom, what would you do for Britney Spears tickets? And firing illegal fireworks from the is what she came up with. Well, we did. Kind of coerced into it, weren't you?
Yeah.
But she did it. Fabulous.
All right, let's hear it for Rose and her husband from
Wow.
Great.
Thank you.
Stars of the Opie and Anthony show. Let's take a break, Anthony.
Yes.
And we'll be back. Stay there.
Okay, terrific.
Jimmy just walked in with another O&A sweeper. Oh, cool. Another one that abuses me. When are you going to start sharing on this show so we can make promos out of your stuff? I share. They don't make the promos like all my crap.
Because you're twisted. It fits well in those things because you're insane.
All right. All I know is this is called Precious. Is the name of this sweeper.
Right.
We haven't heard it yet, so let's listen to it together here, Anthony. I hated my grandma. She was dying, and she goes to my mom, "Hey, where's Precious?" Because I was precious. And she looks at me, "Oh, Precious, you're all grown up." I'm like, "Yeah, where have you been, you old bat?"
Oh, gosh.
The last thing that Aunt B heard me say, because we don't call her Grandma, the last thing she heard before she dropped out of my mouth was, "Mom, I'll be in the car."
Dude, you guys have some major effing problems. Major effing problems.
Over and out, Precious.
The Precious and Anthony Show. 97 WNEW.
The Precious and Anthony Show. Mom, I'll be in the car. The last thing she heard her Precious say. And it can never, ever be taken back because she's dead. Shut up! Whoa! Heavy duty.
Heartless.
Yeah, I'm heartless.
Spaz checking in. Paul McCartney has the gay face.
All right, Ann, we got to take a break.
Yeah. Wow.
Precious, we're going to take a break, Precious.
Yeah.
During the break, could you whisper in my ear, just tell me that even though I may not have treated you like a loving grandma, that you still love me and forgive me so the angels can come down and take my soul to heaven in peace. Precious, come closer, Precious. Precious, whisper in my ear, Precious.
And Pete, don't forget that you sued my mother.
Precious, was that I love you? Did you say, Precious?
Don't forget, in our time of need, you sued my mother.
But Precious, I'm dying now. It's all in the past. Can't we just mend the fences one last time so I could go off to heaven?
Let's not forget you hoarded all your money. And when we were broke growing up, you left no money to us. So not only did you sue my mom, you left nothing to her when she needed help from her mother.
It's all in the past, Precious. You'll realize when you're laying on your deathbed how insignificant these things are, Precious. Just tell me you love me, Precious.
Shut up!
I'm slipping, Precious. I feel the Grim Reaper is coming, Precious. Isn't there one last thing you want to tell me, Precious?
Mom, I'll be in the car.
Precious.
Shut up!
I hated my grandma. I laughed at her deathbed.
That's a little tragic there. I think I got some issues.
She was an a-hole. The lady was a
Whoa! The Issues and Anthony Show.
Okay, terrific.
I read Bill,
I don't know what you're talking about.
but I was just...
All right.
Bill. Oh, Godlovem. Give my condolences to the chief.
Okay, we played that one enough.
I know, I love it.
Yeah, that's great.
Opie tells a woman that her friend is dead when she calls up.
It's so bad.
I got enough checks in the psycho column. Thank you very much. I don't want to play Bill's dad.
Bill? Oh, Godlovem.
Well, we do have a lot of new listeners.
This is great.
This is brutal.
Come on, you know something? The whole concept of this is just part of the beauty of this whole thing, Opie. The woman's voice is what kills me. Once you hear it, you'll be doing it for years as a goof.
Yeah, we do it all the time.
Oh, no.
Whenever something happens, like we get news that we're not going to be syndicated for another 6 months, we just look at each other and go,
oh, no. What happened?
Right.
We were just doing so well.
You know, it could be incorporated into your everyday life. It's great.
Oh, no.
All right. Well, here's...
But you said the reports weren't due till Saturday. Now he wants them tomorrow.
Incorporate it into your daily life.
All right, here's Bill's dad, you bastard.
Hello?
Hi,
Hi.
Bill.
Who's this?
Pat.
Hi, Pat. How are you?
Now, this is the wrong Bill.
Well, Pat, I have some bad news.
What?
Bill died today.
You can't. Oh, my God.
Yeah. Tragic.
Oh, no.
Who's this?
He was in a car accident today.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Who is this?
Who is this?
John.
John?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my God. I don't believe it.
Yeah.
I was just talking to him.
I know.
Oh, it's terrible.
Where did it happen?
This afternoon
Where?
on the highway.
Oh, God, love him.
Yeah, big pile up.
Well, be sure and give the kids my condolences.
Okay.
All right, John.
You are awful. Bill. Oh, Godlovem. I was just... Oh, no. Oh, Precious. Is this Precious? Oh, no. Precious? Where are you, Precious? Shut up! But I was just...
Touching. Very, very touching.
Okay, terrific.
Okay, horrific. Oh, my God, you have some issues.
You brought it up, and you're mixing in all the crap.
Bill?
Bill.
Okay, terrific. Okay, terrific. Okay, terrific.
We just all mentioned that in the studio here. We're like, it's fake Fred.
As soon as I heard that, hey, Barney.
I hate fake
What
Fred.
a riot.
You guys grow up with real Fred Flintstone, and then they got, Barney's voice, and then the guy that did Fred died, but they still had Mel Blanc doing Barney's voice. So you'd hear Barney is like, hey, Fred, you want to go bowling? And then the fake Fred would be, okay, Barney, I'll get my bowling ball. Like,
what happened?
You guys remember
Fred?
the first Barney voice?
Yeah.
Barney was like semi-retarded. He just said, every other word was, hey, Barney, keep it down. Keep it down, Fred. Keep it down, Barney, keep it down. Dallas Improv, coming at you, baby.
Stephen Baldwin's version of Barney.
I can't believe I'm this close to the same mic that hemorrhoid-laden cesspool sewer fishnet stocking left in the back room of Show World, sock full of mice having sex. Who was on? And your hands are right on the console.
Wash your hands.
Yeah.
Wash them not.
Jim was coming out of the bedroom and he looked at me and goes, that was really disturbing.
Yeah.
Jim Norton said that.
But that, I
Guy rents midget porn for crying out loud.
That gynecologist, if she ever went, would have to get hazard pay.
Are you
That's
bar
like-
9 tonight, Brother Joe?
Bar 9, yeah, tonight.
Certainly am.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of Norton, Michael writes, tell Norton I saw his TV interview in Montreal last week. You were doing what, the Montreal Comedy Festival?
Yeah.
The reporter asked him if he hoped to get a sitcom from his routine. Norton told him he doubts it since his idea of comedy is getting a bunch of celebrities and hookers together and letting them kill each other. And then this guy writes, there was complete silence from the reporter. I was laughing my ass off in the hotel.
Oh, cool, man. Yeah, that was a stupid little segment we did, and I knew they would hate me. You went up to Montreal? Yeah, I was...
Try to get your big break.
I did not.
I could be the next Drew Carey.
No, I was doing a nasty show. How much did you get paid? I'll tell you off air. It was good, actually. Oh, you got paid.
Hey, look at that. Hey, Gary Morris is outside the studio.
Garrett Morris is here.
Yeah. Garrett Morris got shot at an ATM.
I heard about that a while ago.
That's a man. Well, here he is. You know what I mean?
Taking some gunfire.
Now look at him. Nice to have one talented
Look at you now.
member here. Look at him now.
Oh, my God.
Wait, what did Norton say?
What did he say? Nice to have one talented SNL alumni here.
Very happy Mr. Morris arrived.
Holy Jesus.
Now, you know what? I never went to Montreal to try to get it.
Wait, what happened to Garrett Morris?
I'm going to Montreal.
Hold on. Something might be happening to Garrett Morris.
No. He was supposed to be, he's a little early, and that's because he's got his 520 up at 10-10 wins. And then he's coming down to us.
Well, that's a different type of
I thought you told Garrett Morris, which we've done many times in this show, to go downstairs and get a cup of coffee. We're not ready for you because we're hanging out with Sandy Kane and Twado.
No.
Twado.
She was asking me about Ralph Howard, and I told her he's upstairs.
Oh, all right. So
10-10 wins news.
We'll get Garrett Morris on a little later. Well, we got Brother Joe in here. He wants to do a George Harrison song. We also have tape of Anthony's mom drunk singing.
Oh, Anthony, I heard a little of it.
Did ya?
It sounded like the woman they arrest on cops that's not drunk and on PCP, like, and the kids are just running around in nasty diapers.
What happened?
Then they put her in their holding tank. She just loses her mind and starts singing. I don't care.
You want the lead up?
That's what it sounds like.
Let Joe give a lead up to this.
Lead up for this one.
How did this happen?
Brother Joe. My birthday on Friday, and we ended up going down to. Thank you. We ended up going out to eat dinner and had a couple of pictures of margaritas.
Oh, great!
And
my family can drink. Oh yeah,
big time. And my mother kept on saying, Mom kept on saying to Dawn about how good Joe makes her sound in the studio.
In the song parodies and singing, Dawn's got a good voice.
Yeah, but Mom doesn't understand that. She thinks it's magic. It's studio magic.
Like Milli Vanilli or something.
Exactly.
Right,
yeah.
Okay.
And she said, I bet I can sing just as good as Dawn. I said, Ma, come on down.
Tape's rolling, and all Joe's thinking is, oh, this will be on the show.
Oh, yeah.
Not only in New York, now in 8 other cities.
Oh, my God.
You can't even travel without being ridiculed.
So, Mom's singing songs.
Yes.
In the studio.
One in particular, yes.
What song did she choose to sing?
Well, she tried singing a Carole King song, I Feel the Earth Move, but that was just a little too good, believe it or not. So I saved the tape from Mercedes-Benz.
Oh, no.
She tried.
Which is a lot of like a cappella.
Oh, it is. It's all a cappella. She tried singing Mercedes-Benz. Yeah, it's a trip.
You're out of the will.
It was a lot of fun. I've been out of the will for years.
All right. Well, we'll buckle in, strap in for this one. It's mine and Joe's mom.
Yeah.
You're singing.
Anthony, your family can drink and my family can Prozac. Want to get together and have a party.
This actually sounds like one of like Janis Joplin showing up really drunk outtakes.
Oh, really? Like when she was drunk before she killed herself?
I listened to a little of it, and your mom hits a couple notes, and she's totally committed to it.
Right.
Oh, really? She is cutting an album for the free world, baby. This is a hit, and she knows it.
All right,
Bill Spector's winking at her the whole time.
Here's Anthony's mom singing.
Let's get this. Rock on, baby. What's her name?
Some Joplin.
Rosemary. Rock and roll, baby.
All you have to do.
I'm doing a one take.
Okay.
Sounds like Sandy Kane.
I'll let this song in 2 notes.
Okay, put on the headphones.
Okay, me just my headphones. Where's your cans, man? Cans? I don't have those. Cans. Oh, God. Okay, Could I do it like in one take?
Feedback, everything.
I don't know, but I was getting like feedback right in my ear. Okay, I want to do. I have to make my voice grasp. I could do this. If it takes me like more than once to do it, but I want to do it, and I want you to like save it for posterity.
She's having. I gotta stop the tape. Your mom has the hottest voice.
Oh, God.
She really does. She has a really hot voice. Jim, help me out.
The only thing is that she wants to do it in one take. It keeps reminding me of Ed Wood, but she is very sexy.
One take.
That's perfect. Printed. The voice is very hot.
It's
right.
great. Sexy voice. It's called Drunk. There we go. Anthony's mom.
The whole basement is here. Do I have fever? Are you kidding me? Check into the mic. Check.
This is my hell on holidays.
It sounds like the whole basement and the whole upstairs and probably 3 stories high could hear me.
Here we go.
Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz? My friends all drive Porsches. I must make amends. Work hard all my life with no help from my friends. Oh Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz? Lord, won't you buy me a color TV? Shut up! $5 is waiting for me.
Quiet.
Oh, I forgot the word. Shut up! Oh Lord, won't you buy me a on the town? Honey, a Mercedes Benz. My friends all drive Porsches. I must make amends. Work hard all my life with no help from my friends. Oh Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz?
That's it.
I forgot the words, but I like what I did, I think. I like it. Shut up! Shut up!
Holy.
Excuse me, but I do believe that's just egg.
Dolphins are beaching themselves.
In there. Oh my God. Yeah, Alfalfa Schweitzer singing Janis Joplin.
Dolphins are beaching themselves in Coney Island.
I'm a crooner, Spank.
Barber of Seville.
Figaro.
Tommy, what's up?
What's going on, guys?
Hey, go.
Yo, first of all, it's an honor to be talking to such comic genius, but, hey, I didn't know your mom had a cable access show in Manhattan during the week.
Sandy Kane. Mike, what's going on?
Yeah, guys, I gotta tell you, Aunt, your mom sounds pretty hot, but once you start singing Jesus Christ, my chubby crawled inward. Horrible.
Hey, Chet, what's up?
What's up, Aunt? I want to cast my vote for your mom in the MILF contest. That was great. I won her, buddy.
Yeah. Holy Jesus. That was awful. People saying my mom and Lisa from Sales should make a duet. Oh. Jason, what's up?
What's happening, guys? Yo, I want to know, could somebody go check out Janis Joplin's grave? I think the rotten corpse is crawling out to go strangle your mother for that rendition there, Aunt.
That was Janis from the grave. Dan from Hoboken checking in. Dan from Hoboken. I guess Joe, Aunt, and Dawn got their musical talent from their father.
I told you she was going for it, man.
Is that the new Fred Flintstone voice? Gotta give her the credit. I thought she'd call in by now. Stop my dog's howling. Oh, that's funny. Wow. That's funny.
I just admire her moxie, man. She went at it.
She's got moxie.
She wanted to put Dawn on the canvas, man.
That sounds
she
like...
went to the mat ready to roll.
Eli saying, your mom sounds like Joan Rivers on crack.
Oh!
I have some other tape of her saying that Sal can't sing or dance.
Well, that we've seen.
That I should bring in.
Now I want to hear the song that she sang real well.
After hearing that spectacle.
Knock on wood, I want to hear now.
Janis Joplin checking in. I'm finally glad
Still
to
have
be
it?
dead.
Do you have your mom's Knock on Wood tape still? Now I want to hear her singing it good. She'll definitely win the MILF contest.
God, that was awful.
I liked it.
And I know Joe's just like, Joe's looking at it the same way the guy that filmed Jimmy the Greek was watching Jimmy the Greek as he was saying all those things. Just keep going. Keep going. No, I got it on tape. It's going to be great.
I think I filmed in the Hindenburg. Don't drop the camera.
Yeah, the Hindenburg guy. Jason.
Yeah.
Hey, go.
I got 2 questions. Anthony, what's your mother's liquor of choice, and how many packs does she smoke a day?
Actually, she doesn't smoke.
All right.
But she likes champagne. Wine. And if you really put her over the top, you just give her a White Russian.
She sounds like one classy lady. You should be proud.
A White Russian.
Tell him Large Marge sent you.
Take care, guys.
We're having fun, but I do have to say it. Aunt's mom is a very classy
She
broad.
loves going out. The woman's, 62?
Yeah.
And she loves to party.
Someone you would love to hang with.
It's great.
Oh, wow. All right, we got the George Harrison song, but now we got to take a break, it looks like.
Mercedes-Benz stock has mysteriously just plummeted.
The stockbroker, Dave? We got the FU line? Let's do an FU line as we go to break.
Oh, my God.
Whoa.
The last one, James from Flushing. Sorry, Aunt, but your mom singing sounds like a burn victim rolling around in salt. Bravo, James.
Great. Very good. We'll come back with Brother Joe's George Harrison song, okay?
I love my mommy.
Yes. Joe, something's going on with our national number. It doesn't make sense. No one is calling it.
You got to give the number out like a million times till they get used to it.
Yeah, but Cleveland's been calling it like crazy. Philadelphia's been calling it like crazy, and we've had 3 calls today.
No, it was filled up earlier.
And before you idiots call up and go, well, that's because you guys suck and no one wants to talk to you. We know that's not true. It doesn't go from phones, phone lines busy for 3 hours straight to no one calling, so.
Give the number out again.
The number is 866-2774. Wow. Anthony, we just played a tape of your mom singing.
Yeah, I heard that.
Your mom's on the line. Who's this?
Hello.
Oh, it's Sal.
Okay.
Sal,
I got one thing to say first, and then your mom wants to talk.
All right.
I got to say, thank God I was asleep for that. When she recorded that. Here she comes. Hold on.
All right. Sal, it's called Passed Out.
Hello.
Hi, Mom.
Yeah.
Hey, great job.
No, I guess I have no future in the music business.
But, like a bunch of guys that call in saying your voice was hot.
Really?
So that's pretty
I thought
good.
I sounded terrible. But I'm usually better than that.
Some people are checking in on instant feedback. The Lord checking in, he said, I'll buy you a whole goddamn dealership. Just stop singing.
Are you kidding? Oh, my God.
No,
I think I know who that was.
People saying, just shut up, stop. Your mom might be nice and all, but tell her to stop singing.
Can't sing, huh?
No, the audition didn't go very well as far as you singing.
Well, it was Joseph's fault. He could have done a better job,
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, he didn't make me sound good. He makes Dawn sound really good.
Well, Dawn kind of can sing. You know what I mean?
I never thought of that.
You have really, I got to be blunt here. You're really bad.
Hey,
I know.
Your mom sings better than Lennon McCartney, though.
Alive or dead?
But that's rude. But she probably had a lot of help, too.
You sound like
better.
a lot of people also saying you sounded like Nancy Kerrigan singing the 7th inning stretch thing. Do we have that?
I never heard that. Really never did.
Oh, well, maybe we can play it for you if we can find it because
just to compare how
it's
bad I am.
equally as horrible.
Oh, God.
I enjoyed your singing.
But, you know, I had a lot of fun.
Oh, you
I had
did?
a lot of fun doing that.
Well,
yeah.
you know, booze will do that.
Yeah, well,
Make
you know,
anything fun.
a couple of pitchers of margaritas.
Was that what you were drinking?
I never drink margaritas.
And you
All
were
of a
cursing
sudden,
like a sailor.
One introduced me to margaritas.
Do you curse like that in church?
Oh, never.
You got a potty mouth.
Nah. Me?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
All right, let's listen to Nancy Kerrigan. You just listen in.
Okay, I will.
And hear
All right.
this.
Okay.
All right, here it comes. Nice, right? Nice.
I'm worse, I think. I think I was a little worse.
When she was screaming, "Why me?" after she got hit in the knee with a pipe.
Why me? Too funny.
There you go.
Yeah, she's bad.
You're much better, Mom.
Oh, yeah. That makes me feel really good now.
All right, well, maybe take two will be better.
Yeah, there'll be no take two because now I know what Joseph's doing. He's smuggling these tapes out of the house. And he's going to let you hear every one of them, and they're all going to be just bad.
No.
I'm not doing it anymore.
How does it sound? It sounds like the whole basement and whole upstairs, and probably 3 stories high could hear me.
Here we go. Here you are.
So,
Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes-Benz? My friends all drive Porsches. I must make amends. Work hard.
There's the alfalfa
Help from my friends. Oh, Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes-Benz?
That's good. Well, you know, you gave it a shot.
I did. Okay, well, I got to go make dinner now.
You want to play Mom, What's in My Pants?
Oh, God.
I'm kidding, of course. Hey, wait, Pete's got some. Pete, what's up? Pete? Oh, Pete hung up. Pete said he wanted to talk to Marge Simpson.
Oh, homie.
All right, Mommy.
Bye, Ann.
Take it easy.
Take care, honey.
Mom. Bye, Mommy. You got a cool mom.
Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes-Benz?
Okay, terrific.
I have a story, Anthony. What? Maybe one of my brothers wants to call in. We went on a little family vacation when we were really young. Oh no, hold on. Not an Opie youth story. I need Brett or maybe Darren to call. These are horrific. Mom and Dad, we're like 10, 11. We're pretty much the same age, my family, more or less. We're all like less than a year apart, a little more than a year apart. And Mom and Dad, they're like, hey, we're going on vacation to upstate New York. They didn't give us many details because they didn't want to scare us too much before we got there. Scare you before you got there. Turns out my older sister, technically my half-sister, was inheriting some money from her uncle on her side of the family. Yeah. Well, he died. And
How did it happen?
And
I was just talking to you.
And she inherited the money, his house, and the motels. The motel rooms. The motel rooms. You ever get like way upstate New York and they have those places where you could, stop in for a Bates Motel. Pretty much Bates Motel where they're all the separate. These were separate separate little shacks. Bungalows, right. Okay. So we're all excited. We're going on vacation. We're going to be hanging at this guy's motel, and it has a pool and all sorts of fun things to do. That's how it was explained to us. Oh no. So we're taking the car ride up to this place. I forget where, way upstate New York. And as we're doing our little road trip, the story comes out that the guy died very recently. He was smoking in bed. Oh, and he burnt up. He burnt up and lit half his house on fire.
smoldered in his bed.
And he was also suffering from gangrene. One of his footsies there was pretty much rotting off his body. So we get to this guy's house because my sister's got to check out what she just inherited. Look, I'm shaking just thinking about it.
Oh, no.
So there's the house, and we go inside. Now we're kind of prepared, but we're little kids that the guy died recently. And there's burn marks all over this goddamn house and paneling up where the walls were completely burned away.
Where he burnt.
And we went into the room where he burnt, and there where the bed used to be is just a blank space.
Were there oily rags around?
No oily rags.
Did you leave any oily rags? Like when you burnt your woods down? No?
No oily rags.
You weren't responsible for that?
No, I wasn't responsible for that.
Just wondering.
And then my dad gets the bright idea after we check out the house, and now we're all just freaked out of our minds. Because like, a guy died within like a couple of weeks. Here's the remnants of the guy's life in front of us. My dad's like, well, look, he's got all these, motels, little shacks. Why don't we stay the night? It was a scene right out of a goddamn horror movie.
What a nightmare. So now all you're thinking is the burnt dead guy is going to be walking around.
In the middle of nowhere, in the middle of like the Catskills.
Let me in. Let me in.
The grounds of the place, just overgrown. I mean, they didn't have a lawnmower or anything going on. The pool wasn't cleaned out in years. Kind of like the pool from, that Chevy Chase movie there. Vacation.
You know when people burn, the smoke that's on the walls contains some of their remains? You were there. Let me in. I'm so hot. I'm burning up. I did it right the first time.
And then, so then my dad, gives us all like a motel shack to stay in. Make a long story short, the linen wasn't changed for many years. Just mildew, musky smell. Spider webs as big as you can imagine in the corner of the room.
Musky or musty?
What I said?
Was it musky?
Musty, right.
Smelled like man's sack.
I don't know what that smells like, but you know what? I would bet money that it's pretty close, okay? And then, make a long story short, my mom finally got involved and got us the hell out of there, and we went to town for a real hotel. But that was supposed to be our big family vacation.
The family vacation.
To a dead guy's house.
Oh. Nice, thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. Hey, when people do that, I was talking about what we were talking about earlier, where people killing themselves and they're just so selfish in the way they do it. What about the big guys that jump off the building? You don't know if you're going to hit somebody. Just going about your goddamn business and some big fat guy lands on you and kills you.
What about the one a couple years ago at the Harley-Davidson Cafe where Rick went down to the scene and saw body parts on the sidewalk?
Horrified many onlookers that probably still have nightmares of this guy.
Nightmares? The one lady got hit by the guy, remember?
Yeah, she got hit in the shoulder.
In the shoulder.
He just missed crushing her skull.
He smashed the ground and she was covered with like person pulp. Brain matter.
And brain. No, I believe she was covered by spam chunks.
Spam chunks. Rock. But if you're going to do it, pick a little location, take your pills, and go away.
It was kind of cool to see, though.
That doesn't do it.
I can't do that either. Eric, what's up?
All right.
Hey, buddy.
I think you just made that up, or you saw that on Scooby-Doo, that story.
My story? No, I know. It does sound like a Scooby-Doo story, right? Because it was deserted like that, and you're right. Oh, no, I will never forget, though, like, especially his bedroom. The walls just had, paneling up, and then, what kind of boards there, Anthony? The,
paneling?
Not paneling. When you're boarding up a goddamn window.
Oh, boards?
Oh, whatever. And you realize the guy died in that room. Thanks, Eric.
You called the Super Friends to help you out?
No, I think it was the Globetrotters were with it.
All right, Eric.
Take it easy.
Thank you. Yeah, can I tell the story again really fast?
Yeah.
Basically, I was from a big family. Didn't have a lot of money to go around, so when Dad said he's going to load up the truck, or the Volkswagen, bus.
Volkswagen bus?
We had a Volkswagen bus.
Oh, God.
And they took the seats out so they could fit more kids in there.
The family truckster.
It was the family truckster.
Dude, the Volkswagen bus.
Yeah.
If you had
it was
that,
a death machine.
it was like, no, anytime on the road you passed that, there was never anyone normal looking driving that.
They were all hippies.
Like anyone you looked at driving a Volkswagen bus was either a hippie or some complete deranged serial killer looking.
Well, they didn't have the SUVs and the minivans. So, yeah, if you saw one of those on the highway, it was two things. A family with a lot of kids, like my family, or someone going to a dead show.
No, the thing is, the family with a lot of kids usually had the station wagon.
And
the Volkswagen minibus was reserved for real, like, lunatics and hippies.
Well, you've met my family.
Okay.
Draw your own conclusion.
No, they ain't hippies.
My friend. No, thanks. Yeah, well, 7 kids. You can't fit 7 kids in the Volkswagen.
You get them in the station wagon.
I'm in the station wagon.
Sure you can.
Not really.
Oh, yeah, you put the youngest one in that seat that faces backwards so they can pick their nose and wave to the people.
And someone on the hump. So the story goes, my brother Elmo's already checking in the guy who designed the now famous Wow bumper sticker, by the way.
Yeah.
He's a bitter man, so this is going to get a little ugly. But basically, Dad said that, here, I'll get him involved with this story. Hopefully Brett will call in, too. Elmo.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, I was telling this story yesterday, and you weren't listening, obviously.
Yeah, well, my psychiatrist told me not to call in. I was cringing in the corner.
Opie Ernio wants to know if you guys called it the bus ski.
The bus ski, yeah, cute. I'm never going to live that one down.
Not as long as we remember.
So Elm, you remember, right? We were all little kids.
Well, first, like you said, there's 7 kids, but then we also had Karen, whoever she was.
Oh, yeah.
The chick who lived with us.
That's right, I forgot about
A chick that lived with you?
Yeah,
like she got kicked out of her family, so we I don't know, we adopted her for 2 or 3 years.
How old was she?
She was like hot.
She was hot.
She was like,
teenager.
I never heard about this.
I forgot. She was in high school, and she used to walk around the house with no bras on and stuff. It was really hot. I forgot about it.
Considering there was 5 boys.
Like cousin Oliver of the Hughes house.
But she kind of looked like us. They kind of looked like us, and she looked like us, and they kind of tried to pass her off like she was a real sister.
What is this, Little House on the Prairie? Aren't there records of who owns who?
All of a sudden, like, she showed up, and they try to pass her off like, yeah, she's a long-lost sister. I forgot about that.
She was a little runaway causing havoc, a little ragamuffin in Mankato, so we brought her back to Walnut Grove.
And then, she was our version of Oliver, actually.
Yeah. And then, like, she had it with my parents, and she left one day, and that was it. But she was a member of our family for 2 or 3 years. I forgot about that.
It made us all look at each other and wonder, like, are we all natural children? Or
did they just pick you up at the mall? We cared about her so much, we even put her in the cement outside our house.
In the cement.
Dude, I gotta ask you though, how old were you guys during this time?
We were like 10, 11.
Did you have some kind of crush on this chick?
Oh yeah, she was hot. You didn't hear me. She used to walk around,
move or something?
She used to walk around the house with no bras on, little hippie clothes and stuff, and we were. We'll tell the cement story another day, Elms, because we don't want
kissing contests or something.
No, I don't know. No.
What are you doing?
She didn't want any piece of us.
No.
Are you kidding?
She was 5 of us. Who's she gonna choose?
She was banging guys in our attic, though. Another story for another day. But so we had to do a lot of cement work around our house.
Yeah.
And she made the masons that you are.
The work you guys have to
Wait a minute. Elms.
It wasn't a house, it was a barrack.
You're either plowing the fields with your bicycles or doing cement work.
All right, here.
Hey, they had to empty the cement out of the bag so they could take them to school for lunch.
Hold on.
Yeah, for our lunches.
Someone call my brother Brett, because he's probably trying to call in.
You guys have the best upbringing.
All right, so
you know what it is? It sounds like the typical American family just off kilter just a bit. You know, because you're all together. You're going on vacation, you're doing these family things, but it's just somehow not quite right.
It always took a wicked right turn somewhere.
So Elmo, tell Anthony about the cement. Brett has the best stories about the cement. We cemented everything around our house, everything, and we're convinced it was just to keep us busy and keep us out of our mom's hair.
Just do things.
Yeah, our dad would he has something I've never heard of until him, a cement fetish, I guess.
And we had cement paths going everywhere.
Yeah,
everywhere.
We cemented so many paths in our backyard. finally asked our dad, why don't you just cement the whole start over and paint it green?
Right. It was
because that's what it was like.
He was into cementing and rock walls.
Rock walls, yeah.
Where we would have to take the Volkswagen bus to basically other people's property and steal their rocks.
Wait, you would take rocks and just stack them up in the wall.
We had to, go on a scavenger hunt and get like rocks from the woods. My dad would pull up. I'm not kidding. Back then, the Centerport area and stuff, it's not as built up as it is now. He would just pull up to a hill and go, all right, kids, and we'd have to go running out and find rocks.
Get rocks.
The perfect size
little bastard,
size rocks for, rock walls.
And if we were on someone's property, my dad would just say, oh, these crazy kids, I can't control them. They just go out stealing rocks.
We had a sand pit to get our sand to make our cement right in the backyard.
So you would mix it all up.
Yeah.
Mix the cement.
And we were 8 or 9 mixing cement from scratch.
That's wrong.
All day long.
All day long. I'm not kidding.
As Brett says,
in
we
between
didn't go to bed, we went up to the barracks.
Yeah. And it was like barracks because we had there was a time we had 5 boys in one room, 2 bunk beds.
As the chick is having sex in the attic.
Right, yeah.
God damn, this is twisted.
Well, you know what? That's my other sister.
What?
One of her boyfriends was living in our attic, and we didn't know for a really long time. Right, Elm?
That's right.
Come on. Tell me I'm lying.
I know it.
But the guy, he was in Harborfield's terms, a greaser.
Right.
He smoked some of that pot, had the leather jacket, the whole deal.
Sure. But all you Harborfield guys are greasers.
When you talk about greasers, he was like the greaser. And he got kicked out of his house, and he was dating my sister. And my sister got the bright idea that he could live in the attic.
Live in the attic.
And no one would hear him banging around up there.
Literally. No, we're not. This is no joke. We used to hear noises from the attic, and it would scare us because we were just little kids still, 10, 11, 12. We're like, did you hear that? Yeah, man, there's something up in the attic. And we would tell our parents, and they're like, you're out of your effing minds. There's nothing in the attic,
Well, Dad would say, yeah, there's something up there, and it'll get you if you don't do your cement work.
Right. So how did we discover that he was living up there? Because my sister would bring him food and stuff.
I think it was that one night where we woke up with my mom screaming hysterically, what are you doing? I believe that's how it started. But hey, I could be wrong.
So, a little fun history fact?
Yeah.
Rock walls were built by field hands in the winter to keep farm hands from leaving and going to find other work in the 18th and 19th centuries.
Hey, thanks, man.
Great.
But you might want to know why you were doing it. So, I don't know. He made a lot of noise one day. My mom discovered it, and he was kicked out of our attic. But, all right, getting back to the family vacation. So, Dad, summer was coming, and he was telling us about this great family vacation we were going to take upstate New York. You remember what town?
No.
It was like way up in the Catskills,
I blocked it out. Yeah, it was way up there.
It was way up there, Anthony. Yeah. So he's telling us, we're going to be way up in the mountains. Terry's uncle, he's got this property with a house and all these shacks that he rents out, and there's a stream, and
all your dreams will come true, kid.
They made it sound like it was incredible.
Paradise.
We were going to be there for a week, and all you kids will have your own cabin. And there's a pool.
Sounds great.
You can run around the woods to your heart's content and
burn them down,
fish in the stream and stuff, right? So it had to be an 8 to 10, maybe 12-hour trip.
Yeah, it took days to get there.
Yeah, when you're taking 7 kids, you stop a lot, Somewhere along the way, we discovered I told a lot of this yesterday, but my brother's going to help me out with some details. I forgot. So somewhere along the way, we discovered that the reason we were going to see my sister's uncle was because she inherited his property because he recently died.
And that kind of came to light in the back of the van there.
Yeah, and
when we all huddled around, and Terry finally whispered to us.
Yeah, when you're 10 and 11 and you hear anything to do with death, you just
freak you out
without a doubt. You don't understand it at all. So we finally pull up to this place. Basically, my sister was inheriting the property. They wanted to see what it was all about and see what they could do with it. We pull up to the place. Alan, do you want to take it from there?
This was supposed to be our family summer vacation in paradise in the middle of the mountains.
Our paradise, our Hawaii in New York.
yeah, this is like the Brady Bunch. Going to Hawaii. Right.
Instead, we get out. There's a rusted, crippled fence around what I assume was a pool, but you don't know what it was. Just bobbing beer cans everywhere. The second we exited the vehicle in a timely manner, we were swarmed by insects that the size of bats.
Oh, I forgot about
there was
that.
Mosquitoes like you wouldn't believe, just swarming, going for my little brothers the most because I guess they're young skin or something. So they were like taken down.
Hey, was this the same trip when where Brett saved his twin brother?
Well, I thought that was Scott who did that.
Oh, Scott saved Quinn. Yeah, from Rolling Rapids.
Yeah, it was just a stop on the way to like do the laundry and the stream and all that.
You know, some of that drive-by nature you could do. Pull over and check out the nice stream or something.
All right, we're all gonna get out and check out this stream.
It was Rolling Rapids, and my parents thought it would be cool to kind of just have lunch on the rocks in the middle of this Rolling Rapids. And
wait.
And my 4-year-old brother at the time, he now works on Wall Street.
Fell in?
Oh yeah, fell in, and he was gone.
Wait a minute!
He was gone, and at the last second, my brother, who was downstream, jumped in. He couldn't have been more than 9. Jumped in and saved his life.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, Scott grabbed him. There's a waterfall close by.
Now wait a minute. What? They took you out on the rocks in the river? Or you were like on the side of the river?
I don't know. We were kids, so I guess.
It's on the side, but the water,
Put it this way,
there's slippery rocks that lead right into it.
There's 7 kids and Karen. And it's time to eat your peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. So you open up the Volkswagen bus, and it's like, all right, kids, we'll see you back here in a half hour.
Now, wouldn't your parents you're close to a river, maybe keep tabs on the youngins so they don't do such things?
And it's just like, you're driving along and you see that duck, the mother duck and all the little ducks trying to cross the street. It's pretty tough to keep an eye on everybody. Keep them together.
Plus, we were waiting for Karen to get all wet and
Sure. So all I remember was I was kind of I don't know where I was, but I remember the screams like, oh my God, my mom's losing it. Quinn is taking off down the Rolling Rapids.
And my mom's like, oh, the river's got another one.
And my brother jumped in and saved them, yeah. Oh yeah, that makes for a fun ride the rest of the day. Oh my God, you almost died. Yeah, I know, man.
Near death.
You have a wet, scared to death 4-year-old kid going to see a dead guy's house. That's a dream vacation.
So yeah, back to the dead guy's house. So then, we discovered that the guy recently died, and we were, checking out the property to figure out what we were going to do with it. He already described the pool. The grass wasn't cut for probably over a year because it was 4 feet high.
Yeah, you lost yourself in it.
Now, what did this guy that died own this hotel thing, or own the whole thing?
No joke. He owned a house with like 10 outhouses in the woods.
Yeah,
he rented out
10 little shacks that were kind of in the woods.
Right, I've seen those places.
I've seen them.
You drive by there and go, who the F would ever stay there?
Right, and they don't clean them out often and stuff. So, and then we discover the way the guy died. He was smoking in bed and he burned himself up in half the house. So then I went inside. Why'd you go in? I made the cut because I guess I was just a little older because Darren's only, you're 2 years younger than me and you didn't go in.
No, because we're all trying to go in just to avoid the mosquitoes taking us away into the woods.
Yeah, my dad's like, oh, yeah, you don't want to go in there. And what I saw was horrific. I mean, we walked into where he died and it was like just charred remains. I mean, you saw where the bed was and it was just burn marks everywhere. The wall was gone because of this fire that took him and the room away.
Dude, these are all Little House on the Prairie stories. I got it. You guys aren't making this up. Every one of these stories has been in an episode of Little House on the Prairie.
And then there's the guy, the caretaker of the place, who looked at us. He's like, we don't get many people in these parts since they built that new superhighway. And we're like, what is going on? And Oak was our big brother who we look up to.
Oh, yeah.
He comes out of the house. And we just see the look in his face. We're like, oh my God.
Horror.
Now we're scared to death.
We're scared to death, and we're like, we're supposed to stay here a week. Not a day. It wasn't like we had to do this. It was a hassle, and we're moving on to bigger and better things. No, this is our family vacation.
So then my dad, who just nothing phases my pops, nothing in the world, was like, okay, so, everyone pick a cabin. We are just scared essless. It turns out like 6 of us stayed in one cabin because we weren't, separating for anything.
Strength in numbers.
And then the cabins had like big spider webs and mosquitoes, and the bed wasn't changed in who knows how long. What old sheets?
There was straw in the corner, and it was like a horror movie where you're yelling at the screen when some guy says, "Oh, I'm gonna go get a Coke," and he's like, "No, he's gonna die." We're all huddled in there, and somebody's hungry. It's like, fight the hunger, fight the hunger. We gotta make it
go out until daylight. Remember, we had our little baseball match. We're like, all right, we'll just have a little catch. Get our mind off what's going on around us. And we threw it twice and then had to run back in the cabin. We were scared.
Was there any TV or anything?
No.
Nothing.
TV. So running water would have been a luxury.
So at this point, my mom is just losing it, just screaming at Freddie.
Freddie, get out of here. My dad's taking the burnt sheets from the bed saying, "Hey, we could brush these off." And, they're fine.
It's exaggerated a little bit, but my dad, like I said, nothing phases him. He would almost do that. So then my mom, got us out. First thing in the morning? I mean, daylight was coming up, and it was like, pack the car, we are out of here. And we drove into town to get, I don't know, a town that was kind of like a ghost town-ish thing. Really small town in the middle of nowhere. We get like a kind of a bed and breakfast place. And my dad's like, hey, why don't we go to a movie to, get our minds off what happened? Because my mom's just freaking at this point. The only movie playing in town at this theater that shows one movie was One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Nice R-rated movie for the 7 kids and Karen.
So you all drove, you went to a drive-in? Or was
no,
we
obviously couldn't go see One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. So then we were
a drive-in you could take them.
We were just stuck.
Yeah, the people like, oh, you're the ones who are inheriting the old Hopkins place.
You better watch out. Some say he didn't start that fire. Yeah, that's with the microbus. You guys like Scooby effing Doo. With the mystery machine.
So I wish Brett called in because he had a few more details, but
actually Brett is here.
He's there?
One last thing about the bus too. Remember, Dad turned the seats around so we faced each other.
Yeah.
So that's what you want. As an adult, you want to be driving for 2 straight days while 8 kids are facing each other, screaming and yelling and fighting.
Does Brett have anything to add to this or no?
He's trying to call in, I believe.
I want to know more about this mysterious Karen chick. Where is she now?
We don't know. I don't know.
One day she was gone.
Did she live with you for how long?
Really? A couple of years at least.
A couple of years, and now you just don't know where she is? This girl was like an older sister to you for 2 years, and you have no clue what happened to her?
Hey, wait, Elmo.
Yeah.
I can't believe. Hold on. Wait. How can we get Brett on the air? Because he's trying to call the same number you're on, I think. Where are you guys?
I'm on my phone. He's on the other phone. He should be able to call, no problem.
The other phone?
Hold up. They want you.
Huh?
He's in my housemate's room.
He's
calling. He's dialing. Let's see if he can work the phone.
We got to give him another number, I think.
It's too traumatic.
We'll figure it out in a second.
I'll give him the hotline, the studio number.
Give him the other line that you didn't hear. Okay. So what happened to this girl?
Yeah.
She lived with us for like 2 or 3 years, and then she couldn't take my mom anymore.
Yeah.
And one day she was just crying in the kitchen as like her boyfriend was loading up a pickup truck and said, "I'm leaving." And at this point we consider her sister.
Yeah, you kind of get after 3 years, I would think.
And we hugged her and we figured, we'll meet her at Friendly's, and
one of these days.
Never seen her again.
That was it. She's gone.
She vanished.
Wouldn't it be interesting to find her?
I hear she's like in the area and has kids and stuff.
Wow.
So
that's something.
But she was like the warden's daughter. When we're out in the fields and doing the cement, and she'd bring out lemonade, and we're like, "Thank you, boss."
Wipe it off, boss.
We'd be staring at her, wiping our brow.
Wipe it off, boss.
Nice day, boss.
Water, boss.
That's funny.
Bathroom break, boss.
Bathroom break, boss.
Was she wearing Daisy Dukes?
No, she'd be there in a nice, yellow flower summery dress.
Pour that cement, convict.
Plow them fields. Well, the good thing about the cement in the backyard was eventually it took over all the fields. We didn't have to work in the fields anymore, just cement.
Work in the field. This is children growing up.
We planted stuff in our backyard. We had a mini farm, man. That's a story for another day. Hey, we're still trying to get Brett.
I think he's having trouble dialing the phone. Very traumatic.
I like new families like this, but I never had the in-depth stories like this. But there were always these families that had a lot of kids, and then just drifters that would come in for some reason and just stay there and then leave. And
hey, man, we have a ton of them that came and went.
And they'd all because there were a lot of families like this, especially on Long Island.
Right.
I was friends with a few people that were in families like this, and then they'd be like the guy that they just pick up. He had problems with his family and drugs, so we brought him in. Oh yeah, there's a keeper.
We're always bringing people in.
Yeah, one day they just stay. I'm like, all right, I guess accept it. Don't ask.
Hold on, let me put Rob on. Rob, what's up? What's up, Rob?
I gotta let Anthony know all these stories are true, especially bringing in the new people because, Quinn and Brett would come home from school or something. Hey, you want to come over and have some dinner? Sure. You sit down for dinner, and to a guy that's, renting a room upstairs who could be like a serial killer sitting next to you. You're like trying to eat dinner and keep an eye on him at the same time. Unbelievable.
He tells the truth. I know who this is. What's up, Rob?
Hey, man. Huge what's happening?
All right, buddy.
Huge house, man. Have a good time.
All right, cool.
Just some guy sitting there.
Hey, what's up? Hey, we need the extra money. They were renting rooms, man.
I'm on the lam.
Hey, Brett.
Yeah.
Here's my other brother.
Brett, what's up, man?
You guys got me shaking.
Memories, man.
I'm in the corner crying.
We told the story, right? That's about it.
Yeah, but don't talk about my twin brother falling into the river.
Remember that?
Yeah, who do you think pushed him? How'd you like growing up with the twin all your life? I want that boy gone.
Brett, were you with him when he fell in?
Yeah.
See, I never saw that, but I remember he was gone, and Scott jumped in and grabbed him.
I can see a poor little kid leaning over the rock, leaning, just wants to touch the water. Oh, there he goes.
He's leaning over the rocks with his little cup because we had no water in the car after a 20-hour drive.
He wanted to drink some water?
And my dad thought it would be brilliant that we get some fresh spring water from the mountains. So we all did a little changing from over the rocks. Each one held on to a hand, and my twin brother was in the lead. I was right behind him. I said, you know what? My birthday's coming up. We're always splitting gifts and whatnot, so there he goes.
Did you guys have to split gifts because you had the same birthday?
Oh, my God, everything. You got to share the same clothes, everything.
Brett's got some great stories, man.
Hand-me-downs from 8 kids. Holy crow.
Let's not forget the time that Quinn, you know what, in your mouth.
What?
Oh, what? You want to go toe for toe with stories?
No, I don't, man.
Well, now you got to tell that one.
It's another bathtub incident.
Yeah, see, we had Brett.
Yeah.
You gotta tell the bathtub
story. This is the bathtub water story?
No, this is the truth.
This is horrible.
This is the truth, because 1 of 7, we didn't have much hot water, so, But I got to take a nice hot bath, and then you guys, one by one, would go in the water after me.
They didn't drain the water. Like, Opie would take a bath, and then the brothers had to all get in.
Anthony, the family dog, our collie, would go before us. That's how high in the ranks he was.
But you were bathing in used bath water.
Well, they used to pee in it to keep it warm. We used to go in there with like a little string and try to pick out the hair.
So the last 2 in were the twins, man.
Like
bathing in gravy.
Like a pool skimmer. We had to skim the surface just to get in.
The soap scum that would be in there, even after just one bath. Oh, man.
You want to tell the story with Quinn or no?
We used to fight over the nozzles. One was in the front, one was in the back, and we'd always argue back and forth who's going to be in control of the water.
They were really little, right?
Okay. And because it was so rare to get hot water, the first one in would take his legs and close off the tub from the hot water getting behind him where the other kid was sitting. So I got there first, and I eat my little, well of hot water in front, and I'm like, hot water versus hot water. My twin brother and I arguing back and forth. I'm like, no, he's
fighting over hot water in a bathtub.
So he's like, fine, you're not going to let me drink. You're not going to let me have any hot water. I'll do it myself. And I feel this trickle down my back. I I turned around, and he's peeing on me. Oh, it was a disaster.
I hope that made the air.
Oh, my God.
World War III.
Basically, in case it didn't make the air, his brother decided to make his own hot water, and Brett turned around at the wrong time. There you go. Let's see what Ben's writing. Yeah, it was dumb. Oh, it was dumb. That was dumb. He made his own hot water with his own hot water. And when you turned around because you felt something on your back, all of a sudden when you turned around, now it wasn't on your back anymore. It was on your front.
Oh, because my mouth is...
Due to your screaming, you can only imagine what was happening. All right. I think we all know.
Oh, there's just a little peek. We can't tell them all today.
It's funny. Then by the last bath, the bathtub was like the garbage compactor in Star Wars. A big snake in there.
We need to have a family day at the studio.
Yeah.
3PO! Open the doors of the compactor level!
Yeah, one of these days we'll do that.
All right, I'm outie.
There was the family vacation story.
That's really, really disturbing.
And you made me think of someone I haven't thought of in years.
Karen. The hot Karen.
The hot Karen. We got her name in the cement.
Very good. The cement's still there?
Oh, yeah.
And your names are all in it?
Oh, yeah.
Got to take a picture of it now.
There you go.
Come on. That's a popular thing you put on the website now.
All right, guys, you done?
Yep.
All right. There they go, a couple of my brothers.
I don't know how you got this far. That is really bad.
No, Karen was not sold off into slavery, Rick.
How do you know? You don't know where she went.
I have no idea.
Okay, terrific.
You know what's coming up? Mother's Day.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I just got my grandma some flowers from proflowers.com.
The good one, right?
Yeah, I only have one. The other one's dead.
You don't bring flowers to the cemetery?
I don't even know where my grandma. I don't even know where my grandma's buried.
Are you kidding me?
No effing clue.
Oh my God.
No effing clue.
Precious has no clue where Grandma's buried.
No.
That's kind of weird.
And no one has visited the grave since she died a few years back.
Oh no, big overgrown.
Oh, without a doubt. Weeds everywhere. Probably can't even see the headstone anymore.
Oh!
Hey, that's how she wanted a bitch.
Holy Jesus.
Whatever. Precious this. Every other headstone probably has like nice little flowers and stuff every holiday.
All kept fresh.
Nothing.
The old ones taken away, brand new ones brought, the headstone nice and clean.
Nothing.
Nothing?
When the happy family goes to see their loved one at the gravesite, they're probably using my grandma's tombstone to lean on to have their cigarette break.
Leaving all the butts at the on top of the grave?
Huh. Hey, thanks for suing Mom 20 years ago, you bitch.
Holy Jesus. Oh.
What happened? I got one good grandma. That's all you need.
What? Well, Mother's Day's coming up. Proflowers.com, the way to go for Mom, or of course even Grandma. Grandma's a mom too, you know.
Nice.
So if you got one that you like,
you know what? I love my grandma.
Proflowers.com's the way to go.
She just turned 91 years old.
God bless her.
God bless her is right.
Cut directly from the growers' fields to guarantee they're fresh and beautiful. Cut out the middleman florist and save yourself some money. Roses for Mom, a perfect Mother's Day gift. A stunning mix of pink, yellow, and white long-stem roses, just $29.95. Roses for Mom bouquet, $29.95, only through midnight tonight. So go online and order now to guarantee the low price. Do it now. We've gotten proflowers.com, flowers from proflowers.com, and they're great. Your mom's going to love these flowers. Here's what you have to do. Go to proflowers.com before you do anything else. Click on the microphone located in the upper right-hand corner of the ProFlowers homepage. It's easy, it's right there. And type in fresh to receive a special offer. Available only for our listeners.
Precious.
Proflowers.com.
Precious. I'm cold. Why did you bury me in a wooden coffin?
Oh, imagine if the phone line, like in the Twilight Zone, snapped and rested on her grave and it was your phone call that you'd get.
Whatever.
I'm cold. Cold.
What would you do? I'm sure she's quite warm. I think she was buried with all the money she was hoarding. Nice warm blanket.
Or you can call to find people at proflowers.com. 1-888-FRESHEST.
While we starved.
Mm-hmm. Great. Don't forget to type in fresh when you go to proflowers.com. That's proflowers.
You hit a nerve today, Aunt. I swear to God, I have no clue where my grandma's buried.
That is amazing.
No idea.
Like, I'm pretty sure I know where all my relatives are buried.
I wouldn't even know where to look.
Really?
No clue.
Just a cold wind blowing past that headstone for eternity. No one ever visiting.
This grandma had another daughter, my mom's sister.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen her in 20-something years, and she's still alive somewhere.
Really?
Oh, yeah. All right. She's living in the dead grandma's house.
No will or anything? Didn't get a piece of that action?
I don't know. I don't know.
I would think if she called you Precious, that there might be something in it for you.
Well, she called me Precious when I was 2, and then the next time she saw me when I was like 25.
That was in the hospital room.
There was a little gap there, Grandma. Slight gap. This is awful. And she wouldn't have said hi to me, but she was, she was in the hospital bed. Couldn't walk anymore.
And that was when she was dying.
Yeah, now I'm Precious again. God love you.
And you had to leave. I'll be out in the car.
Everyone knows the story. I told my mom I'll be out in the car.
Instead of being there while she was shot and dead, you waited in the car.
The last words that grandma heard from me. I think my mom denies this too.
Yeah.
But it is the truth. I said
I would tend to believe.
I said, story. Mom, I'll be in the car. Yes. Oh yeah.
I'm getting a little chilly.
Oh yeah. Yeah. All right.
That was the last word she heard from her Precious.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be out in the car.
I know my mom, she probably had some nice things to whisper in her ear before she left the room too.
Oh no.
I gotta ask my mom someday.
I hope you feel the cold grip of Satan as you slip from life. You bitch.
You think?
Nah, my mom's too nice.
Yeah. If you didn't go to the car, maybe you could add it in some of those fun little things.
No, I think that kind of made its point.
Who's got over your shoulder? That's the Grim Reaper. Look at him, he's sickle, ready to just lop your head off.
Oh, God, that would be horrible, wouldn't it? Someone's just slipping from life.
Precious. Precious. Precious.
Feel the cold grip of death, you bitch.
Oh, my God.
Man, we should do a contest. Get my grandma's tombstone.
No.
Yeah.
At least a picture of it.
Yeah.
Someone defiling her tombstone. Someone taking a leak on it. That's horrible. Oh.
No, they're awful. I have no clue where it is. Whew. It's kind of sad, isn't it, Ed?
Yeah. Pretty sad.
All right.
Feel that pitchfork in your ass.
Did we talk about ProFlowers and stuff?
Yes. ProFlowers, perfect for Mother's Day.
I just want to put Dave on the line real fast, then we'll get to Mummy Girl in a second. Dave, what's up?
Oh, what's up?
Hey, man.
Listen, does your family give you a lot of crap about, like, how you feel about the grandmother?
That's kind of a good question. We don't really talk about it much, but, I mean, all kidding aside, my grandma did a lot of really crappy things.
Yeah, no, I understand. I got this cousin, right? And he's still alive, and he was a bastard to me when I used to live with him. Like, my family had to live with my uncle's family for a while.
Yeah.
And he was such a scumbag. He used to push me around, and he was like 14, 15 years older than me.
Yeah.
So, like, my family recently finds out that now he's living, near us or whatever, and he may come down for a visit. So I'm like, are you kidding me? If I ever see him again, I'm going to beat the hell out of him now that I'm older.
Yeah.
Did he abuse you?
Yeah.
Sexually?
He touched me in certain places.
With your bathing suit covers?
I was like 7 years old. The guy used to, like, throw me into walls and stuff. He was a real scumbag.
Well, see, I mean, there's no secret. My mom's side of the family was pretty effed up, I mean, I talk about this in interviews and stuff. I am made up, like, half of me comes from a really whacked out, crazy existence.
Yeah.
And the other half is as normal as it gets.
which makes for quite an interesting life, I must say.
Quite the teeter-totter.
Yeah, it's don't ever underestimate the psycho factor in my head. I say that a lot because I don't know when it's going to pop out. Because my grandma was a bitch.
Yeah.
She was we were all just little kids. I'm one of 7, and my grandma would visit from Queens. I think from like the Flushing area.
Yeah.
And we would all run and hide. We were scared essless of this lady.
What did she do that was so that made you scared?
She was just a nasty, nasty bitch that never smiled.
Really?
Just was miserable all the time. Didn't have many friends that I know of. Would just like hang out in her house in Flushing by herself. We'd go there and it would be like a museum, like that just mothball smell. There was like, she lived in one of these brick houses and the backyard. She was the only house in that area that didn't have a nice yard and stuff. It was like something out of like, the Addams Family. Like it was all overgrown and creepy and like the crows would just hang out in her yard and no one else's. And we'd have to go over there every once in a while and the place just stunk of mothballs.
Like old grandma.
Old grandma.
Old grandma
she wasn't that old back then. You know, we're talking when I was a kid. My mom was probably like, I don't know, like late 20s, so she was maybe like late 40s. That's not old.
And then I guess there was problems.
Yeah, I mean, my mom, I'm opening up without doing jokes here. I mean, my mom had to make a decision, and she pretty much blew off her own mom, for our happiness. Because, the mom would come, this grandma would come over, and it was just, she would yell and scream. We'd be learning how to, answer the phone, and if we picked it up after one ring, she'd scream bloody murder. Just whacked out, crazy crap, man. I don't know.
I'm trying to realize the crime of answering on one ring.
I don't know. And then she treated I have a half sister, but she's my sister. Treated her like hell because she wasn't like blood related. All this crap.
Wow, some issues.
And then she just kind of went away. And next thing I know, she's in a hospital dying. So I'm like, F you, go to hell, man.
Wow.
She was very well off, and we were struggling as a family, and, she could care less. Ended up, I got stories, man. She sued my mom. It's insane.
How do you sue your kid?
How do you sue your own kid? She did it.
Pretty brutal.
She did it. I remember as a kid, like my mom getting off the phone crying and stuff because there's lawyers on the phone representing her own mom.
Wow. All right. Well, I guess it's justified hatred.
Well, because I don't want to sound like I love joking about it. I love but now you understand where it's coming from. This lady is like, never really knew her, don't want to know her, don't ask questions, don't want to know where she's buried. I could care less.
Okay, terrific.
Wow. What are you going to do though?
That's brutal.
My mom made a decision that, what, I think I have to blow off my own mom for the happiness of my own kids. And the grandma's like, whatever, no big deal to me, I don't care. Blah, blah, blah.
Surprised she even went when she was in the hospital.
Yeah. Well, I guess you get a little soft spot when your own mom's dying.
Try to make some peace.
After a stroke, and, she's talking out of half her mouth and stuff, yeah. And then my mom had a sister.
Yeah.
And I wish I could get my mom on the air to talk about this stuff. I guess the sister was kind of down the hall peeking. Because my mom hasn't seen her own sister in many, many years. And this lady was all paranoid that, that my mom's making up with her own mom and, she's going to inherit the house and all this stuff.
Was there jockeying for who was going to get stuff? Because that always happens, especially when there's problems.
My mom, I'm not on my mom's side. She was just doing the right thing. Hey, my mom's dying. I'll see you in the hospital. The other one was all paranoid she's going to lose a payday.
Because a lot of times when a elderly relative is dying, even if you're like, I don't care, whatever happens. There's always one person in the family that will start hoarding or get a little closer to the person toward the end. All of a sudden they're the ones doing all the favors.
Right.
And they're the ones, you need a ride or this, that, or the other thing just to get in good.
Right.
And try to get the payday at the end. And even if you don't care, you still would like maybe sentimental things or an equal cut, let's say.
Right.
Just something. And these people are like, no, I'll get everything, and that usually rips some families apart.
Supposedly she died a very rich woman.
Where'd it go? You don't know?
The other sister, I guess, that I haven't seen.
Wow.
She used to be a New York City cop.
And who knows? There might be a will somewhere that says you're entitled to it.
But it's not even about. Who cares?
Yeah, it would be,
You know.
spite the dead
I'm
woman
sure
by grabbing some of her wealth.
Yeah, I'm sure my mom could have fought it or whatever, but it wasn't about that.
By $500,000 worth of bubble gum.
Dude, I have a
spider.
I have a whole side of my one side of my family I don't know anything about, and then the other side we're so close.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous. Like we have tons of cousins. We all get together for the holidays. Blah blah blah. Other side, I have relatives I don't think I've ever met. When we were in Massachusetts, one of them lived right there in Lowell.
I remember you used to say, hey, I got a relative who lives there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you can drop in? No,
never met him or anything.
Don't care.
Don't know anything about that side of the family. No clue. No effing clue.
They haven't tried to contact you? Hey, got $5?
Not making enough money yet. You watch. They'll come out of the woodwork. Bastards.
Sunday boy!
Yeah. All right, enough of that, whatever. That's like real life crap.
Oh, wow. Oh, my God.
Okay, terrific.
But there you go. She won the gold last night.
Yes, she did.
Isn't that nice to see her beat that snippy zipper?
Yeah, when she fell, it was just like, all right, that's it. End of story. Right when she felt that ice hit her ass or her ass hit that ice, it was like, all right, there goes your gold medal. Bye-bye.
Little yellow dreams just shattered.
Back to the Yankee Cranky shop for another 4 years.
Bill, what's going on?
Back to the nail place or the sushi place.
Bill, what's up?
I was a Olympic star.
Yeah, whatever. Shut up.
Yeah, whatever. Bring me a Shinko roll. Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, I just want to know if she developed all those muscles from picking up rocks in the woods with you as a kid.
Wait, I told that story on the air?
Of course.
Oh, my God.
We got to retell it one day. Thanks, guys.
All right, Bill. Yeah, my dad was insane, man.
Was she allowed to go out and skate when you and her burnt down the woods behind your house?
Oh, I told that story on the air, too?
All your embarrassing family stories.
Oh, my God.
And I want to know if your grandma called her precious.
Oh. No, that's the other side of the family. The side we don't talk to.
Ah, that side. Everyone's got that side.
I got a side that we don't talk to.
Is this the one that just disappeared one day?
No, that was Karen. That was Karen. But she looks like Karen.
Does she?
Yeah. I have another side of my family. The other side of my family. I have cousins on that side I've never met.
Really?
Yeah, I have an aunt that used to be a policewoman. I haven't seen her in, 25 years.
Isn't that odd?
My mom's sister.
You just kind of wrote that side off? Is that what happened?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Any bad things happen that,
Yeah, they're a bunch of twats.
Really?
Yeah.
I never really got that.
My mom's sister's a twat.
Is that what it is?
Oh, yeah. She's probably miserable, rotting away somewhere. Has no friends and no family.
Some grudges there happening, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know. I never understood that family grudge thing.
She wanted my grandma's house to herself.
Was that it?
So there you go. You got a cute little house in Astoria and no family, no friends, and you're rotting away, you twat.
So when Grandma died, she got the house through some kind of finagling?
Yeah.
And now everybody kind of...
It's not even that great of a house.
Really?
Yeah.
And then everybody just says, all right, that's
So she's living in a house with a lot of Hummels and a lot of mothballs around.
Lonely.
Mothballs strewn about.
Is she going to die in her dog leader kind of life?
She might have died already. We don't know.
You don't even know?
We have no clue.
Wow.
No idea. Anyway.
Interesting. A little uncomfortable at the same time.
My dad was a psychopath, though, with the rocks in the woods amp.
Really?
I should get my brothers on the phone. He loved cement.
Yeah, that's...
We were always cementing walls around our property.
That was like a busy work for you kids?
I don't know what it was.
All of a sudden he's turning into little masons.
We found a sand pit in the back of our house, and we were cementing for, I am not kidding, a decade straight.
With the sand that...
We built walls upon walls upon walls. And by the time we finished the last wall, the first wall was already getting old and falling down, so we had to redo that one.
You don't find that a little strange?
And then we had cement paths that led to everywhere. We had cement paths that led to nowhere.
Just off and then end.
You would get on a cement path assuming it goes to the shed or something, and no, it just ends in the middle of the woods somewhere.
Your family doesn't have any stories about an incinerator breaking, does it?
No.
No, nothing like that?
But
is it true that Sarah Hughes, when you first met her, you tried to slip her the tongue when you kissed her? No? Okay.
No.
Just thought that maybe that was a customary thing.
No.
All right.
No, you're the one that found your cousins attractive. I never found my cousins attractive.
One cousin. What's the problem? What's the problem from you, of all people, Mr. Hand on a man's back as he fillets you?
Look, my being a gentleman has nothing to do with this.
Can I finish my rock story that guy brought up, though?
Sure.
So we had to build all these walls, and we had a station wagon back then. We were really little. And my dad would...
The family truckster?
Yeah, he would load us up in our little station wagon, and he would find all these hills all over Long Island, you know, on the North Shore there.
And you'd cement them.
He would pull off to the side of the road and go, all right, kids, go get some rocks and have some fun.
Have some fun. He'd make you collect rocks.
So we'd run up the hill.
Were there a size of rocks you had to...
You know, like this size.
Like about the size of a basketball.
Yeah, like a
Those are big rocks.
Yeah, maybe even half the size of a basketball with the perfect size.
Uh-huh.
And we kind of roll them and throw them down the hill, load up the wagon, and bring them back to our house for more cement work.
And what would you do with these made walls out of them? Is that what you do?
We made the cement. My dad made the walls.
And he would put some cement down and then put the rocks on it, and more cement and more
he'd have a pile of rocks, and he would figure out which rock went with the one that's right next to it on the wall.
And build a big stone wall.
Big stone wall.
All right. And that was your childhood.
That was a big part of our childhood.
Holy Jesus.
My younger brothers will tell you that they're convinced that we didn't have bedrooms, we had barracks.
You could probably file some kind of a suit that would make you feel better.
We had barracks.
All right.
Time to cement.
And then you would have to take your school lunch
that's
to
where
school with you with the bag.
Well, see, yeah, that's where the story connects with the other story. You guys think I'm effing with you, but we did bring our sandwiches to school in cement bags because we had so many of them laying around.
So instead of a lunch bag, you'd have this big rolled up.
Well, some days we were lucky. We got the big, oversized King Cullen.
The shopping bag, yeah.
Yeah, the one where you put all your groceries
The supermarket bag.
Not the small ones that they made for sandwiches.
That was always, you'd have this big rolled up bag in your hand.
And the apple would roll
back and forth,
and nice and bruised.
Bang up your sandwich.
It would land on the peanut butter and jelly sandwich made from Pepperidge Farm bread.
Oh, I hated that.
I think that's a Long Island reference. Pepperidge Farm bread is the thinnest bread you can get in America.
And it stinks. It always seems stale.
And the jelly would just seep right through the damn thing. Yeah. So you're trying to enjoy your peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
And you're having peanut butter and jelly, which is pathetic enough.
And your fingers would get all sticky because you couldn't even hold the bread right. And then you'd eat your bruised apple.
What kind of beverage?
All the rich kids I went to school with had they had their snack packs with their cute little cheese and crackers, and then they had their little pudding that they would open up.
A little pop-top pudding.
They would place it all nice.
And you'd have your cement bag full of peanut butter and jelly and a bruised apple.
A bruised apple.
And what kind of beverage were you enjoying?
Powdered milk.
Powdered milk?
Powdered milk.
What is that?
I don't even think we got milk money. All the other kids would get that nice whole milk, and they'd sit in front of them.
Did you have to put powder in a cup and fill it with water?
Dude, we drank powdered milk all the time.
Are you kidding me?
Powdered milk is disgusting. And we finally complained enough where they would mix it half and half.
Do you realize Centerport, where you're talking about, is a pretty well-to-do neighborhood?
Yeah, we did all right. We did all right, but we had a lot of kids and stuff. And then they would take kids off the street.
Right, the girl that disappeared that used to live in the attic.
Disappeared one day.
Right.
No, her boyfriend lived in the attic.
Oh, that's right.
And my dad almost shot him. If he had a gun, he would have shot him.
Jason Williams.
No, we thought there was like a burglar in the house.
Really?
But it was one of my older sister. Well,
you call her the older sister, but
I had a real older sister and then my older sister's friend. So it was one of their boyfriends that got kicked out of their house for smoking dope at like 15. So now the kid is living in our attic.
Right.
And my sister would run food up to the attic, and he was there for a while. And we started hearing noises, and we thought either the house was haunted or someone was like hiding up there, like a burglar or something.
Yeah.
He was as much a son as you or Mike.
I'm sorry.
So where were we?
I don't know, but I know where we are now. In a big, uncomfortable, chilly bubble of Opie's upbringing.
Oh, yeah, my aunt...
Yeah, but you say that like there are some women who aren't.
Rich kids who had their thermoses got their asses kicked, says Kevin, from the Upper East Side. Why? Were you getting your ass kicked? Thermos. I never had a thermos. I never had a lunch box. I usually bought lunch. And then for a time, because my mother was a single mom, we were on that free lunch program. Oh. But it was in the days where it wasn't inconspicuous. You had to pull out the free lunch card, which is like the scarlet letter of pauperdom. And you pull it out, and it's like, oh, you'd hear groans from behind it. Oh, just come up with the goddamn 65 cents.
See, it wasn't that bad for us, thank God.
Oh, no, it sounds like a dream come true with you.
It wasn't that great.
See, Anthony, you're poor.
And, yeah, I get my lunch that way. Friday pizza day.
Was there anything worse, though, when you say to your friend, you buying? That was what we would always say in school, you buying?
You buying?
Yeah. And you had to just say, hey, I never got lunch money. And I wasn't poor either. No. It was just cheap.
Really?
Yeah, middle-class people, 2 kids. Just cheap.
Just cheap, so you had to deal with that.
Okay, terrific.
Story in front of me. Someone from Philly will help us out. His mom was stuck somewhere. How does the story go? The mom, the car that Alan...
The mom's, Opie.
The mom's. Alan bought his mom's a car.
Ooh.
And the car wasn't working right, or someone was supposed to pick her up but didn't. So she just turned around and bought a brand new, like, $65,000 car to drive back to Philly.
To drive back with.
Someone from Philly will help with but that's the basis.
Yeah, he's going to be broke.
Of the story.
You see his big boat? He's got that huge sailboat. He was having some kind of party on that. Then he had the party in the house, the going to jail party that he had with everybody. And they took him into jail. AI didn't do nothing. His mom's called him AI.
Well, let's listen, okay?
Artificial intelligence.
Here's Allen Iverson's mom.
Every relationship has ups and downs. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rings I see on these men's fingers. You think y'all don't go through up and down? Come on, get a grip. Because AI is AI, we got to go through that, and we'll go through it.
Do ups and downs include throwing your wife out naked?
Excuse me?
Do ups and downs include throwing your wife out naked?
Don't get out of my face with that crazy stuff. That's normal. Where you get that from? Because somebody told it to you? Did someone tell you that?
Yeah.
Don't ask me nothing. Did someone tell you that?
I haven't spoken with one.
All right, then. Don't go there with me.
Oh, my God. We just found our new midday show.
Wow.
Hire her immediately. I would listen to that all day long.
Did someone tell you that?
Good for Allen Iverson's mother, that stupid reporter asking a dumb question.
What, does it include throwing your wife out of the house naked?
That's not a reporter getting your snotty little opinion in there. You're supposed to be unbiased, not asking questions that are forcing your opinion.
She was asking if ups and downs in a marriage that Mrs. Allen Iverson's mother there was commenting on. She said everyone has the ups and downs. She asked if throwing your wife out of the house naked is a down.
She knows that's not the answer.
How brilliant is that? She got that great clip out of her. Yeah. Let me tell you, did Tawana tell you that? Who's Tawana? Tawana Brawley. Yeah, get out my face with that. Get out my face with that. Look, I see, and she's pointing to all the guys. She goes, I see a ring on all these man's fingers. Man's?
What does that
all these man's fingers.
What does that mean?
That if they were all married, she goes, you all tell me you don't have your ups and downs?
Oh, okay.
It's different, you know.
I like her.
I had some hell during my marriage, but I don't remember.
You never threw her out naked?
And throwing her out naked or brandishing weapons and threatening people's lives.
But do you understand the snottiness of that reporter question? Like, they're so biased, and they're supposed to be unbiased.
They're going for the soundbite, man.
I know,
she was completely going for the soundbite.
That's not doing her job.
That's not like a news person. You're right. It's not, no, it was, but it's not a real news person.
You know the answer.
Gather up the get that soundbite.
Yeah, it's the guy's mother. Don't antagonize the guy's mother. She didn't do anything, you dope.
Something tells me she would be antagonized about anything. You hear her?
I loved her. She was
Let me
great.
tell you. I gotta hear that again.
Every relationship has ups and downs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rings I see on these men's fingers. You think y'all don't go through up and down? Come on, get a grip. Because AI is AI, we gotta go through that, and we'll go through it.
Do ups and downs include
God got his
throwing your wife
back.
out naked? Excuse me? Do ups and downs include throwing your wife out
Don't
naked?
get out of my face with that crazy stuff. That's the normal. Where you get that from? Because somebody told it to you? Did someone tell you that?
Yeah.
Did someone? Don't ask me nothing. Did someone tell you that?
I haven't spoken with one.
All right then, don't go there with me.
Can we play that with the Sanford and Son music playing? It sounds like... That sounds just like Aunt Esther.
Every relationship has ups and downs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rings I see on these men's fingers. You think y'all don't go through up and down? Come on, get a grip. Because AI is AI, we gotta go through that, and we'll go through it. God got his back.
Shut up, dummy.
Ups and downs include throwing your wife out
Don't get out of my face with that crazy stuff. That's the normal. Where you get that from? Because somebody told it to you? Did someone tell you that?
Shut up, dummy.
Did someone? Don't ask me nothing. Did someone tell you that?
Shut up, dummy.
All right then, don't go there with me.
Shut up, dummy.
Stay out of the bushes.
It's Aunt Esther. Y'all heathen. Okay, here's the real story.
Why don't you put your face in cookie batter and make gorilla cookies?
Said that one. Kevin, what's going on? Kevin.
The real story is on instant.
Oh no! Well, I think I got it on the instant feedback too. Mike from Brooklyn. His mom had just come home from the airport, and his boys were supposed to pick her up, so she went down to the nearest dealership and bought a $65,000 SUV to drive home. Hey man, he's got a lot of money, but you know what? There was a time MC Hammer thought he had a lot of money. Jersey Bob is very funny. You smart-ass bastard. He goes, Anthony never threw his wife out naked. He threw a naked woman at his wife. You bastard. Very funny. Jersey Bob.
That was a menage a tray?
Trees? Tras? What did
Tras. A menage a tray. Tra. A menage a tra.
What is that? Let's stop with that. That's crazy. All that talk is crazy. Get out of my face with that. That's crazy. AI is AI, and that's why I'm going to this. AI is AI. AI is AI, and lambsy dotes and dozy dotes and little lambsy ivy di I. That's right. Mm-hmm. Come here. Okay, you want a quote? You want a quote from me about the naked woman? Come closer, reporter. Come here. Now, that's your face, you bitch. You're talking crazy. I'm crazy. That's crazy.
Big